Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm ecstatic today. Hello. Hope you're all doing wonderfully today. Sorry, I'm a bit giddy. I'm a little bit giddy today. A bit little giddy, yes. Yes, very. Much happy, yes. Welcome to the Thursday stream, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. The schedule's a lie. Amen. Something our church is great. Very quick switch to the schedule for those of you that do not read my Discord. First of all, good on you. Keep yourself healthy. Second of all, I'm going to be annoying about this for a while. First of all, before we do anything else, Siphon! Thank you for the first! Well done! Hope you're doing well. Hello, dude. Hope you are well. Ori, good afternoon. Balthazar, you are the best duckling. Good morning, Balth. Matu! Good morning, Matu. This is an emergency schedule update. This isn't the schedule being a lie. This is an emergency schedule update. Yeah. What is the Grid 2 OST hit so hard? I don't know what that is. Follow-up question, what's this? That was the Intervallo V2 boss battle theme part 1. I don't know when this started happening. I would love to know when in time we decided that random ass like free-to-play gacha games had to have like the sickest music amongst all of them. The track in the background right now, for example, is fucking GFL 2. It's one of the first events that ever ran in GFL 2. That's just like a background track. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, and the one before that was Intervallo 5-2. That is what that was. Galondir! Good afternoon, Galondir. Craig, good morning. I need to head out shortly to buy water due to accident water being shut down for now. Oh no. Oh, is like a pipe that broke or something, Matu? Hope everything's safe out there. Straight to jail, the duck goes, wait, why am I going to jail? No, I'm not going to jail. No, hey, Mouse Turtle, how's it going? Hello. Hope you're well. Nonchalanto! The man with the cutest dog. I'm sorry, everyone. Unfortunately, no one else gets to compete here. Nonchalanto does have the cutest dog. Farron! And this legend too? Dude! I'm gonna talk about it in a minute. I need to hold myself back. I need to do all my intro shtick first before I get to, like, rave and rant. A Hypergriff that make Arknight is a music company that makes a tower defense game on the side. Yes! Yes, Matu, absolutely. Arknights is another one of those games. Limbus, obviously with Millie, there's some insane songs in there. Arknights has had some like crazy OST stuff. GFL 2 has like had one banger after another. Fucking Nikke is another one where it's just like consistently insane tracks. If you just like want to listen to like some OSTs, insane. No matter what you think about the game or the gameplay of it or the art of it, the soundtracks are out of this world. Yeah. Afid, you are the best duckling. Well done. Hello. Good morning, Afid. MJM, good afternoon. I'm doing alright, just continue to study for patent bar. You'll get this. You'll get it. I know you will. I know you will. Don't let the puppy distract you. Break! I haven't touched mobile games in a while. Neither have I. I don't play games on my mobile. I barely know where my fucking mobile phone is. Craig, good morning. Hope you're well. So, for my schedule enjoyers out there. what is the name of that? And so was Heard No More or something? It's Philip's theme, right? That is such a good. I forgot the name of it. It's something no more. It's Philip's theme. I can hear it. I can hear it in my head, but I cannot remember the name. Well done, Elfie. Well done. Nandan, good morning to you. I know it's afternoon, but like I also know you've got night shift, so good morning. More puppy content in the Discord right now? You can't do this. I'm streaming right now. Why do you have to content drop when I'm busy? Oh my god, look at her. She's adorable. Oh my god. Look at this bundle of floof. Oh my god. Ah! No, begone, Satan. I need to stream. I can't just look at puppy pictures all day. And then is Heard No More. That's it. And then was Heard No More. Something like that, yeah. I'm working since in America, I plead the fifth. So everyone, I was being a good content creator, and I was getting ready and settling in for playing DD2 today, like I promised, like I said I would, right? And then, blindsided, a notification hits my inbox. Out of nowhere, with no ability for me to prepare, it hits my inbox and says, "Behold! Endless Legend 2 be upon ye!" And I said, "But I can't betray my viewers like this. I promised them DD2 today." And the notification read further, "You may stream it now!" And I am weak, and I admit that I am weak. Yeah. So we're doing Endless Legend 2 today. Really cool. Really cool. Literally, this came in about, what, like 1.5 hours ago? Came in about 1.5 hours ago. EL2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely, probably my favorite 4X of all time. If only the combat wasn't so fucking dog shit. Amplitude has not made a good combat system in their life. And the only thing... There are two things that I want off of EL2, okay? There are two things I want out of EL2. A, I want them to continue with like the weird creativity that they've made their worlds with. I want that to continue. And B, I want a new fucking combat system. That's it. That's all I want. All I want for Christmas. Always auto-fought in 4X games. That's usually the standard effort, especially when you're playing multiplayer. Because it takes a lot of time, and a lot of them are bad with syncing. The problem isn't that, like, oh, you should just auto-fight. The problem is that the combat just isn't fun. The same goes for Endless Space 1 and 2, by the way. If you ask me, Endless Space 1 and 2 are also not fun. Like, the combat isn't fun. The games themselves are. Endless Legend 1, like I said, one of my favorite 4X of all time.
For some spoons, does it not?
Aaliyah! Good morning, Aaliyah. How you doing? Thank you for the 13. Thank you for the 13 months. I hope you're doing well. And Siren, good morning, Siren. Hello. So, yeah, you can make the argument, hey, just auto-fight. But when there is a combat system, it should be like, you should want to fight, right? In something like, let's say Total War, right? In something like Total War, I always have to like fight with myself, deciding, hey, do I want to auto-resolve this to A, get the multiplayer session going, and B, not waste a lot of time, or do I want to just use the combat? Because I like the combat. The combat is insanely fun, right? And I always feel a bit saddened if I have to skip it, unless it's like really annoying battles. In Endless Legend, I always want to skip combat. I just want to skip it because the combat itself isn't fun. We're going to see that today. I'm hoping it's going to be better. So I have not seen anything about Endless Legend 2. I know the game was scheduled to release. I don't know when. I heard, hey, the game's coming up. And they just send out like a creator preview thing. I don't know how I made it onto this list. If any of the people from Hooded Horse that are responsible for picking content creators for things like will ever hear this. Name your nearest like dumpster behind your nearest 7-Eleven. You'll get an enthusiastic hand job there. Thank you. Also, I'm normal. Don't worry about it. No, seriously. Jokes aside, I don't know how I made it onto this list. This is really fucking cool. This is really fucking cool. I also don't know why 7-Elevens we don't have those. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I have not looked at anything about the game. I don't know any details. I don't know anything about the combat. I don't know anything about the world. I don't know anything about things that might have changed. No idea. We're going to do all of this blind. That includes the fact that I haven't set up the game at all. It doesn't even capture right now. So I'm going to have to do this right now. Couldn't have been your game skills. Excuse me. You're correct, but you can't just say that. Hold up, I should probably do this a bit more carefully. Let's do this. No, that's face tracker. That's interesting. Hold up. No. Ah. Hold up. I need to like do this separately. It doesn't capture. Huh. Hold up, chat. Technical difficulties. You will have a duck faction. I bet my non-existent copy of the game on it. If this has a duck caption, like, I would enjoy that a lot. There it is. I found the thing for it. This is going to be loud. And I cannot change. Ah, there we are. Okay.
Hello everyone, I am Romain, CEO and co-founder of Amplitude.
It does not capture.
After 8 incredible years with Sega.
Hold up. It does not capture. This is a problem. Because I do want to watch that video with you all. I would like to watch that with everyone together. There it is. Hold up, we're just gonna restart this real quick. Estelle, how you doing? So we have to go window capture, which is bad. I do not like window capture. Now you see different things. No. This, and only ever this. Oh boy. We fighting. Big disclaimer before this properly loads. This is an early preview of the game. This is obviously not what the game is going to be like in the end. So if I'm like fighting through jank right now, that's one of the reasons why. We see all. Wooby. Oh, the Wooby emotes. Man, Wooby's such a great content creator. They're amazing. Really adore them. Don't tell them that. Wooby's gonna get
Hello
mad.
everyone, I am Romain, CEO and co-founder of Amplitude Studios. After 8 incredible years with Sega, we've embarked on an exciting new chapter as an independent studio. Today, I am thrilled to finally introduce our latest dream game, Endless Legend 2. One of the main reasons for our returning to our roots is to place our community at the heart of the game-making process. We have given some community members the chance to play Endless Legend 2 early through the Insiders program. This ensures we stay aligned with their expectations as we continue to refine and build upon the game to make it the best Endless game in the series.
This is not the Insiders build.
Endless Legend. Thank you for your continued support and passion.
I'm Derek, Game Director of Endless Legend 2. We are thrilled to provide you with the first preview build of the game. Let me quickly highlight some of the key features of Endless Legend 2. First, Tidefall changes the world as the game progresses. New lands are exposed, new resources become available, and new enemies appear. The world isn't static, and exploration becomes important again in these pivotal moments. Secondly, the Endless series is known for asymmetrical gameplay, and the same is true here. Each faction is unique with its own lore, philosophy, and gameplay mechanics, making the experience
The animations
far
look so good.
different depending on who you play as. With this build, you'll be able to play as the defensive-minded kin of Sheridan, or the Aspects, our
The
coral-throwing
Walters?
diplomats. Endless Legend 2 is a turn-based strategy game set in a fantasy role-playing game world. Your heroes will develop allies and enemies. They'll go on quests, level up, find powerful items. They also help rule your empire and lead your armies against a wide variety of enemies. These are just a few of the exciting features that make Endless Legend 2 special, and even more will become available during early access. Thank you for playing.
The cult's
Have
making a
fun.
comeback. That was my
Just
main
a
effort.
reminder, you are playing a preview build, and at this stage, you won't have access to all the game's content or factions, as we want to keep some surprises for the official early access launch. You have a few days to explore this build, and we look forward to receiving your feedback. You will have the opportunity to capture your own footage, allowing you to
I
showcase
don't know whether we're
different
supposed to
aspects
show
of
this
the
on
game
stream, by the way.
as you explore and experience it. A dedicated Discord space within the Who the Door server is available for you to ask questions during your playthrough with real-time responses. In the coming days, we will also host Q&A sessions on Discord
say I'm not
with Romain
supposed
and
to.
Derek, where we will answer all your questions. Thank
have
you
to be a part
and
of that.
enjoy the game.
Oh, this is so cool! Sorry,
I am many things.
this is fucking hype, dude!
I have been many things.
Queen.
God. Wanderer.
Dear.
But the names I have had are nothing compared to those I will soon earn. For I carry a searing flame that has flickered yet never extinguished, and an iron mantra that cannot be broken. The waiting will soon be over. The unfortunates will suffer, but this was never their world alone.
Hey, the Pathfinder 2 opening.
That which was forgotten will be remembered. That which was buried will be freed.
Okay.
That which was wronged will have its vengeance.
Excuse me, Twitch chat, but so let's figure something out very quickly. Let's figure something out very, very quickly. Nope. They don't say anything about not showing the video at the start. There is specific mention of the video happening, but only as so far as they say, hey, the first time you have to watch it, the second time you can skip through it every time you boot the game afterwards. So no, I don't think I don't think I just did a bad. I think we're fine. Is this where the menu is? Okay, we found the menu. Let's do a couple of things. Mute sound when in background. Oh, beautiful. Much better. Too bad because I've already forgotten the contents of the video. So here's the thing. Let's talk about that video. Let's talk about the video real quick. The main thing that I want to talk about is that Tidefall thing they mentioned. One problem that I have with every 4X game that exists is that I think the early game is the most exciting part. You explore, you meet new factions, you find new things, you realize that your audio is still way too loud. Stuff like that, right? I love the early game in 4X games. Early to mid game. But that exploration soon like kind of just peters out. And then basically every 4X game, and that includes Endless Legend 1, has a problem in my opinion, where at the end of it all, you have won de facto. You just have to like close it out. You know how when you play a puzzle game, for example, the ideal puzzle game thinking through the puzzle and executing the puzzle kind of go hand in hand. The worst kind of design puzzles are the ones where you know the solution, and now you have to trudge through 5 minutes of execution of pushing blocks the right way until it's done, which is why I hate sliding puzzles, for example, right? The 4X games suffer from this problem in endgame. What's the endgame? You know you've won, you've solved the puzzle, you just have to go through it. Which is why 90% of all 4X, save files I ever start are never getting finished. They all end somewhere in the mid to late game, right? Because, I just can't be bothered anymore. You have the best science, you have the biggest armies, you have, all of the culture, whatever your victory condition may be, right? And you're just waiting for it to be over now. And you'd much rather, instead of, sitting there with, your cold, dead meal on your table, you'd much rather get a new, juicy, warm steak and, bite into that again. And then once that's cold, you want the next one, right? The Tidefall stuff here, I don't know whether this is going to solve it, right? I don't want to, sing the praises of a mechanic before I've seen it. But the Tidefall mechanic here, enabling the world to, get refreshed and get new pieces added onto it, that you then rush for again, that's fucking interesting. That's not just, oh, cool, here's a thing. That, I believe, tries to solve a specific problem, which is the problem that I just talked about. That's really hype. I really like that idea. The implementation of it, we'll have to see, right? We'll have to see. What if we applied some of early game to all of game? Yeah, right, Ori? We saw a somewhat opposite approach to solving this issue in Zephon and Civ 7. So, yes, we absolutely did, Krembo. Zephon tries to keep that fresh by giving you quest lines and also making your map progression relatively slow. By the time that Zephon ends, there's a good chance that you haven't spread across the entire map yet. Zephon has a ticking timer that forces a game end at one point. You can turn this off. But Zephon tries to...
Number goes up till morale improves, current sword, current quack.
Craig, thank you for the 66 months. Thank you so much. So Zephon tries to get through the endgame problem by just saying, hey, and now for the big event, end of line. Civ 7 tries to reinvent the wheel by taking all of the things from humankind that people didn't like, shoving them into the game and then pretending like it's good. I don't know. Fuck Civ 7. Fuck that game. I don't think Civ 7 had, any real redeeming qualities. But Civ 6 and all previous Civ titles, as beloved as they might be, have exactly that issue, right? Sinjin! If you've ever played Avalon Code, you know exactly why sliding puzzles should be treated as a lazily selected puzzle. I have not. There was a puzzle game that we famously played on stream, famously I say, as if this means anything, that ended with a sliding puzzle into a boss fight, and I quit on that boss fight. If they ask, that game has solidified my hatred for sliding puzzles harder than PlayStation 2 Finding Nemo. Yeah, I just don't like sliding puzzles. I think they're lazy as fuck. Nothing bad about a good move the blocks here to make a sequence to jump from one platform to another puzzle. But sliding puzzles, the little fuckers in frames that you slide around to make a picture. Fuck that shit. Seriously, awful. 7's gameplay loop properly belongs in a wacky optional alternate campaign, not as the main Civ thing. Yes, I think so too, Krembo, only that takes development resources, and development resources spent on something that no one wants to play is wait, it's their main campaign. It's silly. So yeah, that's the thing that from the trailer, from the video there immediately stands out to me. It's Tidefall thing. That is something that I'm excited about. I can also give you some information about the build that we're going to be playing. So the build we're playing today, I don't know whether we're getting through all of it, but the build we're playing today has a couple of limitations that I want to talk to you about before we go in. A, to set expectations, and B, to get everyone on the same page. So first of all, a preview build. Early access isn't even out yet. I don't know how I got here, but I'd like to thank my parents and my teachers and the local clerk at my supermarket, because she's cute. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, yes. So I don't know how I got here, but this is a preview build. This isn't the actual build. This isn't the final game. This isn't even the final early access. This is nothing. Take this as like cornerstone ideas of the game. Do not take this as the game exploded. Oh no, the game is bad. Big disclaimer as always. Features that we have for the build today. We have two playable fictions. Yes, two playable factions. The Kin of Sheridan, which sound like they're Volters. I'm not gonna lie. As someone who played about 40% Volters, 60% Cult, I'm down for Volters. And a faction called Aspects, which are like part Coral, part Machine? Or something? That I'm kind of also excited for. I don't know which we're playing today. The build is apparently a 4-player match against 3 AI-controlled factions. One of them is a non-playable faction called Necrophages, which I fucking hope are not going to be Cravers. But I think they are. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have these Tidefall events. Tidefall events are apparently timed, and according to the notes that have been given for this, there are going to be 2 Tidefall events. One, like, about halfway through, and one, like, at the very end, because obviously the game isn't supposed to end there, but our build is going to end. Having said that, our build is lasting for about 125 turns. That is what we're going to be playing today. Oh, they were in the... Yeah, no, you're right. They're basic Necrons. Yeah, no, I know which ones. I know which ones are. So, I really hope that Necrophages in this don't remain unplayable, but because they are... I mean, I don't know what they mean by non-playable, right? Does that mean they're permanently unplayable, or does that mean that the other 3 players are going to be 1 Kin, 1 Aspect, 1 Necrophage? It might be that, right? We'll see. For those of you that have played Endless Legend 1, you know how many factions that game eventually got, how many add-ons like that game eventually got. I own every single one of them. And like how that game expanded. I've always liked the way that Amplitude did their DLC policy. Endless Legend 1, one of those games where if the host has the stuff, everyone gets to fuck with it. And I've always liked like the content they put in their stuff. I don't know whether there's like a single really bad faction DLC they put out. No, I don't think so. Nothing that like really comes to mind. There are a couple that I liked less, but that's a different problem. That's it. That's what we're going to be doing today. I don't even know why I'm talking anymore. Shall we just get going? Shall we just do this? So, we have the King of Sheridan and a Path of Exile enemy. Aspects, an unlikely symbiosis, the organic and the artificial. The Aspects are a peaceful collective, always seeking harmony. And yeah, that's exactly what we have. And then for our Sheridan, we have hailing from the stars long ago, the King of Sheridan have struggled to tame this world ever since their original leader, Garen, was lost to the wilds. What are we playing? What are we playing, chat? Shall we just start on Sheridan? Everyone's gonna do that. Fuck that. Aspects? No, wait, I can't decide. No! We're gonna make a Twitch poll for that. Hold up, making a poll. I'm just gonna let you decide. Why am I bothering? Hold up. New poll! What faction do we play? Question mark. Aspects. Sheridan. And you have 2 minutas. Pew! Enjoy. I will pick what you tell me to. I know sometimes I just take your poll as like a suggestion. I will pick what you tell me to. If you tie this, I'm ending the stream. We can do some reading here, right? There was more description here. Aspects. Their origins lost to the distant past. The Aspects are symbiotic species. Part machine, part coral. With physically distinct individuals who find blissful union in the chorus. A mind gestalt where all aspects can physically come together. Psychically, not physically. Obsessed with preserving the balance on Sayada. Through empathy and understanding, the Aspects' peaceful existence has been upended by a devastating dieback of their life-enhancing coral fields. Will Sayada ever see the illuminated realm again? So they're basically dragons? As in, we do the diplomacy instead of the killing? Sheridan! Once starfaring soldiers of a great empire, the kin of Sheridan possess great powers. Locked away in their orbital satellites and awaiting resurrection. Oh, low-orbit Aya cannons. Only the bravest, most dedicated kin can become chosen super soldiers. Pre-release version? Indeed, Logistics Man, indeed. Preview version. It's a very specific preview build. We have, like, very limited capabilities, but yes. And the we don't get to play necrophages, but ever hungry, the necrophage exists only to serve the queen. Their only city is where she has emerged from the surface, and they will scour the world to collect the resources she needs to grow. Cravers. They're fucking cravers. We eat everything. Locusts. The popular word is locusts. So that hasn't fucking changed. Not bad. Other than that, we're gonna pick purple because I can. Pick the faction icon. Oh, we're playing Aspects, apparently. Chat has decided we're playing the Coral people. There. Did they semi-merge Cravers and the Cult? I doubt that. I hope they haven't, because I would really like to play Cult of the Endless End again. God, I love that faction. I know it was a fan contest design, so I don't know how that's gonna go, right? But, ooh, that only city? I don't think they only have, like, one city. Oh, their only cities where she has emerged. Never fucking mind! Oh no! Oh no, maybe they have an advanced lobby. Okay, I don't have... I can fuck with things here. But I can't change anything about, like, the world and everything. That's all set. Preview build. Obviously, preview build. Alright! Let's dance. Oh god, I'm excited. This, by the way, is fucking beautiful. Is what this is. Balance must prevail. The villages of Minor Factor.
And mineral, sky and sea, the bound and the unbound. This harmony murmurs through the air, ripples through the oceans. It is the song of Sayada that we alone can hear. A symphony shared by every being, living or unliving, growing richer until it is ruined by one false note, one crashing dissonance. From discord, only disorder, conflict, and destruction will follow. We must deny this cacophony, sway the strangers of this world, and impose a greater harmony.
Voltons ruin everything! Subjects of the illuminated realm, join me! The dieback is behind us. The Aspects are recovering. And the vast oceans of Sayada beckon to us. We shall see the coral once more, building an empire to soothe the agonies of Sayada. The harmonies of our chorus will drown out the cacophony of chaos. Begin your legend. This is a very small island. Take time to explore and choose the best location to found your first city. The city will receive a prepared settlement bonus for each turn you spend exploring currently. Prepared settlement will apply to the first city you found. Its duration is determined by how many turns have passed since you obtained the bonus. Interesting. Never mind, it's not an island. Never mind, it's getting louder. We're just gonna be like live operating on the volume slider today. Impulse, please not say, brethren. How you doing? Okay, we've got the loops. We've got the loops. We don't know exactly where we are, but we're kind of like middling on board. Wonderful. Let's go explore the UI, shall we? So what do we have here? Aspects. We've read that already. Aspects can spread coral from coral spores, camps, and ministries and City Hall. Aspects have two diplomatic actions driven by coral: to deal with non-aspect empires, share coral exploitation, and embrace symbiosis. Armies can create coral spores that spread coral from them. If built in neutral territory, coral spores can be evolved into camps. Okay, so we need to mess with coral. I can't hover this. Oh, that's okay. Let's see what this menu is about. Our empire information. Aspects. That's our population, plus food consumption, plus 1 influence per number of different population types in the category. I see. Different population types. Okay. Okay. Faction affinity, that is... Oh, there we go. That's how it locks. I see. Coral. Increases yields of tiles on which it spreads. Oh, fuck. And any empire can exploit these. It also automatically pacifies villages. Oh, no! Uh-oh. Aspects coral spores, camps in ministries and city halls all generate coral over time. Coral spreads in priority towards villages, non-aspects districts, but also towards shallow waters, rivers, and lakes on which it also spreads faster. Dude, we're playing the nice Zerg. We're playing like the hug Zerg. That's what we are. We're spreading creep, and then we hug everyone that's on it. But like for realsies, not in the Zergling kind of way. Like in the Ultralist kind of way, right? Where they fall apart afterwards. No, like for real. Coral stops growing and provides its effects in corrupted territories and gets automatically destroyed when no longer connected to constructions with the coral grower capacity. This is just creep! Oh, I'm excited. Sorry, chat, I've been a long-term Zerg player. I've started playing Zerg in fucking StarCraft 1. And I don't mean Brute War. Woo! With less effect of peace and more effect of Last of Us. No, like, the coral is good, you see. Impose harmony whether they like it or not, yeah. Coral spores. A coral spore is a special aspect structure that spreads coral over time. Can be built in other empires' territory. I already like these guys. 2 diplomatic actions driven by coral to deal with non-aspect empires. Share coral exploitation. Once this treaty is signed, both empires gain dust and influence for each coral exploited by the non-aspect empire. Oh, if they nom on my coral, I get shit. Fucking funny. And embrace symbiosis. Look. Once this declaration is announced, non-aspect empires' armies may walk faster and heal on coral. Oh. They seem extremely annoying to deal with. No, coral doesn't have a detriment to others, brethren. Like, it's just there. It increases the output of tiles. Like, I don't know why that's annoying. Armies can create coral spores. Okay, if built in neutral territory. Yeah, okay, we've read that. So, empire traits. Reef regeneration. Your armies can regenerate their health through turns when standing on tiles with coral. Coral foundation. Building a foundation on a tile with coral is significantly cheaper. What the fuck is a foundation? A foundation is the groundwork needed before building a okay. Constructed directly on land tiles, foundations need to be built adjacent to the heart of the settlement or next to an existing foundational district. You need to prep the ground. 50% less influence cost when building a foundation on a tile with coral. So we want to, everything we do is coral. If you're going against them, yeah, like even then, other empires benefit from coral, brethren. Like, if, like, coral doesn't have a negative to it, apparently. It just increases output for everyone. Your armies can move on river or shallow water tiles with coral. Cool. On water, armies cannot attack or be attacked, but they will be destroyed if the coral underneath disappears. Oh, that's funny. Perhaps the bridges. Broken sensors. City districts don't provide vision to adjacent tiles. Ugh. -3 vision range on districts, huh? Okay. Population collection bonus thresholds are reduced by 25%. I have no idea what that means yet. Harmonious tactics. In battle, when a unit switches to a defense state, oh no, all allied units get 10% damage until the end of the round. All allied units. This doesn't say adjacent. Cohabitation. Cohabitation replaces assimilation of minor factions, granting 1 more effect per pacified village for a cost of influence. Okay, so one of the 2 protectorate models with an influence upkeep cost. For the controlling empire, cohabiting protectorates bring protectorate traits, a small dust tribute, and give access to the minor factions units. So this is like an EL1, where you nuke like a village, you pacify it, now they're yours. This is different. Well, the controlling empire assimilated protectors bring a protectorate trait and give access to the minor factions units. And instead of that, we get protectorate traits, a small dust tribute, and give access to the minor factions units. This seems better. but we'll see. Voices of the Masses. Unlocks a forum district, +1 scribe slots. Oh, this is going to be different. And fencing, not the cool kind. Unlocks a farm. Okay, maybe the cool kind. Faction units and districts. We're going to look at these as we unlock them. Right now we have an envoy, aware defense expert, destabilizing defense, and swarm. And a sentry, ranged, and steady blow. This locks as well, right? Come on. Thank you. No, not like that. Nice. Thank you. There we go. What do we have here? We're going to be doing a lot of menu diving. I'm sorry. We're moving inside. I'm not sorry. Outside of a battle, increase vision range to 3. No obstacle can block its vision range. So you're just a scout, is what you are, right? Like, you're my scout. Defense expert adds 5 defense. Disabling applies vulnerable 1 status to adjacent enemy units. And then whatever the fuck swarm is swarm. Okay. Then we have range 3. When attacking, can attack a target unit in a 3-tile radius. That's just the range of it. Steady blow. Attacking before moving, 20% crit chance. Okay. We have council seats over here. One hero notable as a counselor. I don't get to do that. Currently locked. Reach the first monsoon. The first monsoon. The second monsoon. The third monsoon. We need a city for that. Nothing here yet. All right. Wonderful. A first menu check. Victory conditions. Coming soon. Okay. Quest journal. We don't have a quest yet. No quests available. All cities and camps, of which we have none so far. These are our military forces. And then we have our protectorates, which we don't have yet. We have 1 slot open. Take time to explore and choose. Yep. Getting started. Select your army to begin with. We're just going to tutorial this a lot. I would, however, like... Is this somewhere here? No. There we go. Wonderful. Those is what I was looking for. Glad they're that easy to find. So, we have our little envoy here. Maybe this isn't our scout. Maybe this is just our builder. Use the action claim territory to found a city or claim the territory. Is this a tree of life? A stunted copse. Dust veins have ravaged these trees' natural forms, but the timber is strong as iron. Hey, J-Money! Who's the best duckling? You are. Hello, J-Money. So we're gonna be walking on there. Oh, I see. We're doing this again, huh? You know what? We're gonna live there next turn. Here's our army. We have Polemephon, the Steadfast. Can I look at my hero? There's Polemephon. We have a bow. A Sarama Weave bow. We have ranged, and we have scoped shot. When using this active skill on enemy... Okay, it says active skill. That bodes well for the combat system, right? Right? Right, chat? Strong and fearless warriors, the Goroks have long been divided into scatter traps and weakened by infighting. So it says that I can plant coral, right? Reforest, clear ridge, devour the land, guard, recuperate, auto-explore, skip. I don't know how I would do that. It says my army can do that, but I don't know how. Maybe that's something we need to unlock somewhere. Let's... I don't know what that symbol means. I'm watching you, stranger, they say. Harley. Aspects paying us a visit. We Gorok have been cursed by visits lately, but it may be fortunate that you are here. Less welcome guests have been calling on you. There is no other way to say it. We are under attack. These past nights there have been losses. Heavy losses. They strike at night when we are most vulnerable. I've organized guard shifts, try to keep spirits high, nothing works. We're awakened by the screams of the wounded. Will he help us and put an end to the attacks? There's only one way to be sure we are safe. Slay the monsters who are responsible for this. If that is your wish, we will find them and prevail. Destroy Night Bandits. Pacifies the Goroks, give us some money. And the Night Bandits are right there. Please. Please. By all that is holy, all of the gaming gods that are out there, whatever deities safeguard game development, please, 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 I need Endless Legend to finally have a combat system that I do not hate. Please. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. So, Impeded. The battlefield has multiple tiles that cost several movement points, affecting units. This battlefield contains anomalies or points of interest, granting bonuses or penalties to units. One side has more experience than the other, so unit veterancy could make a big difference in this battle. Would I like to, like, call in my settler to this? Probably not, right? But we will. So they have 2 raiders. What raiders lack in organization, they more than make up for with wild glee, especially in the throes of dust calling. Opportunist, Rangers, Ranger 3. Okay, let's get into this. Waiting for reinforcement. A dense dust load gives is +1 movement cost. We have our hero. Can I not? Yes, I can. And then these are our little manual battle. We're gonna... What? It's got a proper manual battle. Look at this. I get to, like, do things. Instead of, like, not do things. Oh my god. This is so much nicer. Defend. And then you can defend, you cannot. I don't even know what this note does, except for it says more movement cost. That's a lot of damage. Oh, that's like a lot of damage. Never mind. So we have, what do we have? We have range 3. We have range 3. Hito. Yup. Forward. Get him. Oh, this is so much better. We have an actual combat system. An actual combat system. So what does this little symbol mean? Damaged. Loses from 10% damage up to 35% when losing health. So, okay, we're losing damage output. What if we retreat? What if we retreat? And +3 defense. When she was targeting unit in a forest, lose 20% damage. So that was our mistake. We weren't in a forest the entire time. Let's see what they do. Broken focus. They keep chasing us. How annoying. You. No, I would like to not move. I would like to... Ah, why do I have to move here? Why did it do that? What if I don't want to move? Oh? Do I have to? I don't quite understand. Press control to see more details about your attack. Yeah, that's not the problem. Also, now the game is really quiet again. Sorry about that. Gonna be strange to defend before starting attacking for the bonus damage. You mean we do this? Defense eats your movement? Ending its action and movement. No, it eats everything. How do I not move? That's harmonious tactics. It feels like I have to move. No, these guys also attacked me without moving, right? End round. I don't want to end round. I'm not seeing it. Anyone seeing it? Anyone see, like, the do not move but shoot something button? He's like, I can hover over them, and then it will tell me, hey. Wait, no, now it does it. What the fuck? Okay, no, never mind, never mind. I'm just really blind. I'm just really blind, don't worry about it. Like, do not worry about it. Wait, did that cut down the tree? That got rid of the tree. No, it didn't. That's just a visual. I was gonna say, that was gonna be really funky. And I really should press this button. Never mind. Okay, you're just doing that. We have a proper combat system. This is a bit jank right now. Targeting a hex is, like, weird. Doesn't, like, exactly work where you think your mouse is at the moment. But it's no random auto-combat, auto-resolve shit that you just watch until it's done. I could not tell you how happy I am about this. Finally. Your forces fought well, the nightmare is ended, and we will no longer fear the sundown. Please consider us friends and accept this dust with my thanks. Right. We are still going to be traveling down there. There's stuff over there. What are you? Quest complete? Yep. And manufacturing discovered? Yep. That is an end turn. And turn 2. Donk. Oh boy, that's different. Let's have a look. District constructions. Districts are essential to the city's development and specialization over time. They must be built on foundation tiles. If needed, you can highlight all your existing foundations by clicking on the District tab. So it spawns us with them in place already, at least a couple of them. Click on one of the foundation tiles surrounding the city. Like, it spawns us with 4 because these 2 are special. Districts are built using the city's industry produced each turn. Several templates of districts are available at the start of construction. For making your choice, you can hover the district templates available for construction. We've got food generation, we've got influence generation, industry, dust, science. We're doing the standard FTSE thing, right? There's also communal habitations, population slot and population vocation, approval for each adjacent communal habitat. What the fuck? So what do we have for stats? Let's figure this one out. We have our approval, morale. What was this called in the first one? I forgot. Happiness? Was it just called happiness? There was a similar manual mode in EL1. There really wasn't, Alex. Unfortunately, there really wasn't. Right, bonus is when it's high, so this is like the same like happiness thing. We have 2 territories. The current and maximum number of territories attached to the city. This maximum can be increased by building improvements on the city. I don't know what that means. We get to attach additional regions to this, maybe? Fortifications. Food stock. If the city consumes more food than it produces, it will deplete the stock if there are no stocks left to draw from the city. So we don't have instant starvation. That's kind of like a buffer before starvation. That's interesting. We make 6 food a turn, 25 industry, 22 dust, 10 science, and 7 influence. Let's see. There it is. 1 population. What is this? Aspect. I have no idea. This is something. And it takes 8 turns. I have no idea what this is. Apparently we're doing it. Citizens increase food yields while generating dust through taxes. Artisans increase industry yields while generating dust through taxes. Scribes increase science and influence, but do not pay taxes. The destitute. There's no room in the other population vocations. They will start building shanties to have a place to live, and the population bonus does not apply while they're destitute. Unlock more slots. Oh, so these are the unemployed. Okay. Let's go. Influence of a nation provided by districts, influence stockpiled. The resource is key for diplomacy with other empires. Yep. Influence is also essential for extending your cities by creating more foundations. This just is buying additional tiles. So that's what foundations are. Foundations are just, hey, I have this tile now. Thought they were an additional thing that we need to build under it. That is not the case. Okay. So we've got... Yeah, I've done that. We've got... Here's how we extend our city. Here's how we build districts. Improvements. You have to have a district for that first. Unit building. Increase the economy to create foundations that will exploit more terrain tiles and prepare them for new districts later. I don't have the influence for that. Leave me alone. Thank you. We can make another envoy, which did not get consumed in the... No, it did get consumed in the process of making this. And we could make another statue. Let's go make an envoy. And I am so used to unit production and building production being split these days. I've played too much Zephon. Building coral spores. By spending dust, your aspect's army can create a coral spore in a territory, provided you don't already own a coral spore camp or city within that territory. Once built, a coral spore will start expanding coral over time. However, keep in mind that coral spores are vulnerable to enemy armies who might attempt to destroy them. Finally, if you wish to claim a territory, note that building a coral spore is always a precursor to the creation of a camp. So be sure to place your coral spores wisely. It builds it on that tile, doesn't it? I think. Duration 3 turns. That's not entirely clear. I believe I can see corals there now. What about... Oh. Over here, there it is. Heroes. This unit is a hero. It is very special. Heroes gather XP through battles and will unlock skill points when leveling up. They can also equip different weapons or items. Basically one with a different interface. Ultimately, heroes cannot die, but can be wounded for a few turns when they are defeated. Heroes are critical assets in battle. Okay. All the heroes are listed here to consult. Researching specific technologies will allow you to recruit additional heroes. That's pretty standard. I have always really adored EL's like hero builds. There's like something really cool about equipping your little guys. And I say little guys, and I mean gigantic machines of war. But, you know, EL1. We're playing friendly coral people. So, if I press build coral spore... Oh, it gives me the selector for it. Which means we haven't actually built a coral spore here because I was supposed to select it. I mean, we should put one down here, right? You cannot build a coral spore on a territory you already own. Ah. So the first city doesn't require a coral spore, but we need to go spread them in there anyway. But they don't allow me to build a coral spore before founding the city. Oh, no. You know what? It's because the main building spreads coral, right? Hold up. Let me get to... This is the window I'm looking for. Coral. City halls also generate coral over time. Okay, so that's why we can't place a coral in this district, because there's already a coral grower building in there. So if I check this... So, oh, there you can see it. City Hall should have... There, it says coral down there. And hold shift to lock this tooltip. Nope. No, I would really like to lock this tooltip. No, please be nice about this. Video game. Oh, that doesn't quite work right now. There we go. This doesn't say that it has the coral grower capacity. I would have liked that to be a keyword somewhere. But your main building produces coral is something even I can fucking remember. So, woo! Okay. So we have a coral going here. We don't need a coral going anywhere else. I'm still trying to learn to read this. You have no more movement. You have no more movement. Science! Alright, let's check out science. Okay, science is eel 1. Wonderful. Let's see what we have. We have 4 areas. Society. We have economy. Discovery. And defensory. This one doesn't end in Y. That annoys me. Combatry. That's what it is. And then it's the same thing. What do we have here? Deep pockets. Unlocks action buyout. Warnings oversight. Unlocks unit sentry. Unlocks militia envoy. Do we get these for being in this age? Or might be. I don't want to look too much ahead yet. Of course, later down the line, we'll have like our little build path, etc., 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 right? Asceticism. Unlocks a protectorate slot. So, one more people once we have another group that we pacify. Additional defense while defending on unit. We've just learned that defending matters because we're on Harmonious. A voice of the masses, there are the scribe slots. I do not know how the population like slots work yet. But we know that scribes don't pay taxes. Unlocks communal habitations. We can almost always guarantee that we are going to research this. Fencing. We are starting with these 2, right? These are completed. These are our starting techs. If you remember in EL2, you could pick some science options that you started with when you made like a custom faction, for example. These are the 2 that we start with. Workshop unlocks artisan slots on capital. Currency, dust on capital. Vision range on city hall. Now that our districts don't generate them, we'll need it. Laboratory. 25% on battle spoils and 25 more experience on new units and cities. And stonework fortifications. Oh, the marker's right there. Zoop. We need 6 more technologies in order to advance to Era 2. So let's begin with a workshop. A workshop isn't what I think it is it? Unlocks district works. That is exactly what I think it is. Okay, never mind. We're going to do the funny queuing. There we go. That's our science. Once again, more games not made for VTubers. The best defensory is attackery. That's correct. It's 4x, not 4y. But what about 4z? We need more knowledge for the sake of knowledge. I mean, yes, that's the point, right? The dramatic state change. The relations with Plerogira, the innumerable AI's empire change to peace. That does sound like the Cravers, but it probably isn't. The name, at least, sounds like it. We're not healing all that fast. Golden Scrub. A cube plus... What the fuck just happened? Curiosity collected. You found some charts. This curiosity provided the following yields. Ah, okay. This gave +2 movement. So we go explore more. Then you... It's really tempting to just go auto-explore right now, but like obviously, new game, I want to see everything like firsthand. There are more Gorogs there. Wait, is this the same territory? This is the same territory. It doesn't say that these are pacified. That's interesting. It does not list them as pacified. Even though that was a reward for the quest. You can place coral. Yeah, there's a coral being placed right here, I believe. Oh wait, do you have to stand there while it places them for 3 turns? Oh, hold up a second. Do you need to stay for 3 turns? The answer is yes. This is an army action that takes 3 turns. Okay, I understand. You just stay for 3 turns. Okay. Over the pin of the Gorok village. The pin. What's a pin? We're asking the really stupid questions today. The icon? Ah! So it's not available from the overall map, but fine enough. Cohabitation effect unlocks notable Nidar. 20% experience gained during battle per pacified village on a protectorate. Unlocks notable Nidar. 10% plus 10 experience on new unit. And there it is, a pacified village. Which means, because it's the same region, they're both pacified. Wonderful. Interesting. That's all happening. Let's go send. I keep waiting for a notification for the turn starting because I'm used to there being 3 gazillion load times. Mantle of Protection Darkhorn Mail. That sounds fucking cool. And here we have Solusks. Unlocks Castaurs. Oh my god, you're gonna make me pronounce Umlaute. Really? Really? That is very rude, Amplitude. That's very rude. I'm trying to not sound German here. There is a damage per pacified village on a protectorate on unit. Castaurs 10 war fatigue when starting a war per pacified village on a protectorate on Empire. Cool. Can't wait to see what they look like. These guys, there is... Oh no, that's the same guys. I'm just blind. We're not going to move you for once. Hero equipment. Is hero equipment local or nah? Tis not. Tis not. Each piece of equipment can only be assigned to its corresponding slot. Weapon. Yep. Dark Horn Mail. +1 resilience. We can see what the stats are here. Let's read what the stats are for us. So we have damage. We have critical chance. We have defense. That's just flat on armor reduction, right? Vision range, movement, might. Offensive skills. We have resilience, defensive skills, determination, leadership skills, intuition. So these are like non-distinct or nondescript. Your hero is now better. 50 health and 5 defense. That's quite a lot, actually. We do not have visual changes yet. Preview build. Very, very set preview build. And what are you? You're a Mantle of Protection. I don't like the like clicking is weird, but yeah, okay. A consumable, Mantle of Protection, power. Shields the allied units hit for 40 shield. Don't consume the action of the hero nor its movement. Destroy the consumable after use. Okay, we've got a potion. We have acquired a potion. 1 second Twitch. Alright, sorry about that. Unfortunately, much to my dismay, the dog has wandered into the room, and my allergies are now killing me. Hurrah! But she does look very peaceful, so I'm not going to disturb her. Right, send it. The Rogira the Innumerable. Oh, that's the other coral. Never mind. It's proposing something. They're proposing something. What that something is... Any diplomatic preposition. Preposition? No. Signing this treaty will prevent both empires from fighting skirmishes in neutral territories. Instead, they will be required to declare war or revoke the treaty if they want to fight. Yes.
Well done.
We can be friends. Weird other coral creature. The dog is eating duck tonight. No! My immune system is eating me. That's what's going on. I mean, they're not going to be aggressive this early on, right? What do you look like? Oh, are you the snake people? Yo, you're really... You're snake people? Okay, I love you. There's more of you. I can already see that we have way more in terms of... like, just villages around, right? Like, normally you'd find, like, one village, half a village. I don't even know whether we need to build that much coral or whether it spreads naturally. We don't really know how the coral spread works yet, right? Like, that's something we'll have to figure out over time. A quest. The illuminated realm of the aspects is at its lowest ebb for centuries. Devastated. Desperate. Several months ago, the web of coral that stretched across the island and into the seas beyond experienced a dieback the likes of which had never been witnessed. Reefs withered and blackened. Only a pitiful handful of coral shelves remained. The chorus, the shared mind, where all aspects come together in thought, atrophied as well. And then I accidentally clicked out of the quest. There we go. Good news, Plero. Against all odds, we survive. Reefborn has been built anew. It is a shadow of itself, and our once mighty chorus is but a discordant whisper. We lost many in the dieback, that is true, but a handful of us persist, and we will rebuild the chorus as well. Were we complacent, my friend? We called it the Illuminated Realm, a land of plenty and bliss, but we were blind to the coming ruin. Good question, of course. But they can wait. And remember, you've barely donned the robes of office. Power laid in others' hands, so stop feeling guilty. Thank you, Vitalon. You're right. I look back in pity, not ahead in hope. I forget the balance, the harmony. What do you recommend with your experience? Everything begins with the coral. We must grow new fields immediately and find new varieties immune to the blight. We are not yet saved. Build coral spores. On Reefborn? Oh no, and then on Reefborn we'll get ahead in the polls, plus 10 approval. I see. Well, luckily, we have begun that process. Workshop research, the start of everything. Tradecraft, training, and production. Yep. We have researched a new technology, manual labor, and it all went downhill from there. What are you? Coral spore built. A coral spore has finished building. Would you mind me showing? Okay, they absolutely just look like coral. They also are marked. Evolving coral spores. By spending influence, evolve your coral spore into a camp in order to claim the territory. Note that. Oh, this is just how we. Never mind. This is. It's pressed by one tile every few turn for each generator. Okay. But does it spread through territories? I reckon it only fills the territory that it's in, right? Because this is just flat out how we settle. I thought this was a bonus that we apply before we settle. No, this is a gene stealer infestation. This isn't like scouting the planets to look for resources. This is a gene stealer infestation that has to come before the invasion. It's just friendly, made of warm cookies and hugs instead of flesh-eating grubs shot out of bio rifles. Sorry, my mind is very much in 40k right now. It does go through territories. Coral doesn't really care about borders or what tiles you own. Interesting. But the coral spore is a once per area building that then transforms into the city you make. Which means the coral spore, not the coral tile, is what determines where your new main building will, and then your new city hall will replace the coral spore. Okay. Cool. This is sick. This is very cool. This is slightly out there, but very nifty. Hey, Magnus! How am I doing? I got preview access to Ender's Legend 2, and let me be classy about this, right? Like, let me be like a classy prostitute today. Like, I couldn't be hotter. I am doing so well today. I'm doing so well. You are going to be doing that. Do I have a button that says, do go on? Yes, we do have a button that says, do go on. Okay, no, that's the idle army. Never mind. I just replaced it with a move command because I am that smart, but... so, placing it just there willy-nilly, English is hard, isn't the greatest of all ideas. Which means we do want this to be somewhere else. Because eventually that is where the city will go, if there is a city. If there should be such a thing, right? Magnus, you are the best duckling! Okay, now we're wasting another turn, but that's okay. The first game will never be the official one. The button says do go on is on the bottom right of the end turn UI thing. Yeah, but that button defaulted to, hey, here's an idle unit before the unit that I currently had my mind set on. So I reckon it does the normal thing where it switches to like, here's all of your idle people. And then once you go through all your idle people, it will go like, hey, here's your pre-plant moves. I'm just used to that being the other way around. Your pre-plant moves from last turn, execute. The one with the foot. Never mind putting my foot in my own mouth. Finish moves. It's right there. It's right there. That is a very small button that I can't see from all the way up here. Thank you. Appreciate that. Wonderful. So it doesn't come up as a part of the turn order. Also interesting. This is population growth. I just realized this is population growth. Took a while. Took a while. And it says aspect because the next population that is growing is an aspect population. Ah. We're getting there. Excuses as always? What do you mean, excuses as always? There's obviously a couple of, there's obviously a couple / a lot of assets that aren't quite finished yet. For example, the raiders we fought looked like they needed shading on their models and shit, right? But this shit's beautiful. Look at it. I mean, without all of the UI over there. Can I hide you? No? This is pretty as hell. I like this a lot. I haven't played Endless Legend 1 for a good while. And it's like moments like right now where I'm like, man, I miss that. A lot. I remember the shortcut. Control Y from my old WoW days, but whatever it is right now. No, like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Getting the settings. Too much effort right now. Too much effort to not prove a point. Alright. I don't even know how far I want to, like, really move out right now, considering we have nothing. Oh. So you are already spawning out units. That is already something you are doing. Hostile. They will attack you on sight. Scarper. Who the fuck are you? Well, we're going to be fighting that. Who are... That's not anyone. That's my unit placed in the combat. I see. Like, what the fuck? No, I get it, I get it. I think your Streamlabs isn't working. I just bought 6 packs and redeemed the card. Let me have a look, Magnus. Hold up. Let me check that out. Let me go check that out. That would be weird. That was about probably early fucking preview build. Early preview build. Let's see. Hold up, I need to fix the Streamload thing real quick. That does matter. That matters a lot. That's also why we haven't seen any cards yet today. That explains a lot. I was wondering, like, no cards today? Interesting. So why is it not doing the thing? Why are you refusing to do the thing? Not you, it's not you, it's not you. It's you. Hold up. Is it because of the screen capture? No, probably not. It's not. I don't think it's because of this of that. I can't even find. Where is this? Is that gone now? Have they replaced it entirely with the OBS plugin? Because I'm still running this through the widget itself, right? Oh, there we go. Hold up. Because I don't want to run... Oh, no, that doesn't work. That does not work. No, they have replaced it entirely with the OBS plugin, which I obviously never installed because I didn't need to. Uh-oh. Okay, then let's go through the backlog real quick. F what's the word? Let's find out. What's the word? Creativity. Kreativität. It's basically the same word, just with an umlaut in it. Magnus, thank you for the packs. And also, Magnus, a duckling. Hold up, I'll add the duckling. I can see them, like, on the side if I go there. It's just right now nothing's popping up because apparently the widget has stopped working. Or they stopped supporting it, one of the two. Hold up, one giant duckling. Zoop. There we go. One wiggly duckling. Okay, now I'm just very wiggly, never mind. There we are. Let me close that. Let me put that over there. And here we are. Okay. So, do we have retreating? We do have retreating. Run away. So we're gonna have to kill that. The problem is we never healed. Our hero has never healed. How do we go about healing? Do we just need to be within friendly territory? Is that the problem? When the first army proves a problem. We see beneficial relations ahead. Their attitude changed to friendly. Thank you. How nice. I'm getting my ass kicked by snakes. So in essence, we retreat. We retreat, we fall back, and then we have to go kill some snakes. Oh, this has all the beauty of painting in maps, doesn't it? Oh no. Oh no, that is dangerous to me. Yeah, we can see there's a healing percentage coming up here. There is a chance that healing gets increased by resting. Recuperate, yeah. Cannot be done without using movement points, so while you have movement points, you heal more. I reckon that's how that works. If I press this, let's see whether this bar goes up. It does. Let's go heal and then we kill some enemies. In the meantime, we can't really do anything. But a minor faction has been discovered. Are those birds? Magnificent, magnificent birds. Your city's also named Reefborn. Well, that's gonna get confusing. Do we have... We do not. We don't have like an encyclopedia type thing. I would love to read up on these birds. Wary village. Spawn armies until it's either sacked or pacified. But not only aggressive. They have pretty nests. Or pretty trinkets. But be that as it may. There's our other ally. That means we need to rename our city. We can't have two of these. That's just not okay. Welcome to the pile. But pretty. Actually, hold up. That's not how that works. The pile. Comma, but pretty. There we go. Cool. We can also, while we're here... What the fuck? Oh yeah, because we can just walk through shallow water with coral on it. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. And then we have a Ceramo Weaver bow, but we already have one equipped. What I would like to know is profile skill tree. So we haven't looked at this yet because we don't have a skill point yet. And I think we'll come back to this once I have a skill point. Ooh, does that mean we're going to have an ugly pile? That's just the normal pile. The normal pile is just, you know, oh my god, oh no, oh no. This is Oh no, I love this. That's a problem. That's such a problem. No. Painting the map is really, really zen. Oh no. You can't do that to me. That's like pretty illegal. That is pretty illegal. Alright, let's go build more things. We have additional population. They are both working. One is an artisan, one is a scribe. Oh, so these don't get attributed to specific buildings. They just get attributed into slots that are generated by buildings. I see. Okay. Nifty enough, nifty enough. I cannot tell you how happy I am that we actually have a combat system for once. That was my greatest fear. When we saw the first trailer for EL2, which is the only thing I ever did see before today, mostly because I stay blind on, like, everything until I get to play it or do something with it. My greatest fear was, what if the combat system dog shit again? What if it's just EL1's combat again? It's not. Whether this one is good or not, we'll have to, like, stand the test of time eventually. But we'll get there when we get there. Are you going to turn into passable terrain in a few dozen turns? I reckon it will, yes. I reckon it will. That seems to be what the tidefall mechanic is about, no? We'll see how that goes. Ah, here they come. Okay, so. Friendos. What even art thou? Okay, that doesn't work. Imperial pikes. Once among the proudest ranks of the Solosk army, Imperial pikes have lost none of their fighting skill. Melee. Ew. Incapacitating strike. Apply slow 2 to target unit. Wall breacher, you gone out. Okay. Put the swarm up front. Put the idiots in the back. Do dumb shit all around. We're gonna manual battle for a while. I don't think I'm, like, so into resolving today. Now, the biggest question is whether we have to defensive tactics anything, right? When a friendly unit defends, it's 10% damage to all other units of the army until the end of the battle round. But 10% does not make up for just an entire attack right now, does it? We want to... We want to basically, like, fall upon this thing one after another. How does retaliation work? Do we have retaliation? No, please get away with that. It doesn't punch me back. Attacks are one-sided. I've played too much Zephon, forgive me. Zephon has occupied all of my brain. Efficient against Juggernaut. So we have... Is that what Swarm is? When attacking a Juggernaut unit, adds 20% damage. When moving during battle, ignores all attacks of opportunity. Very cool. I wonder whether there's located in a forest hollow while being adjacent to an enemy unit. No. No, we don't have a critical hit. We don't have specifics about different effective ranges. You shoot them? It's not a lot. I mean, you know what? I just remember EL1 has retaliation as a trait, right? It's an active trait you have to go grab. Where's the other idiot? There. Do we have a turn limit? There is a round limit. For some reason, that is back. Do not know why. I wish it wasn't. But I suppose we have to have an anti-stall mechanic of some description. What are you... Friend Snake, what are you doing? Friend Snake has a movement of 3, right? 1, 2, 3. I mean, thou hast aggressed upon me. Nope, nope, it's just having a time. It is just having a time. Can I please... Can I... Apparently it's still slowed from 500 turns ago. I guess. So now, unfortunately, they have an active target. Cannot be changed. When does this go away? Infinitely. Huh? What do you mean that's infinitely active? Wait, why is that infinite? Question mark. Huh? Is that, like, a thing? Incapacitating strike. Apply slowed 2 to target unit. So slowed 2 never goes away. Is that the same over here? Yes. -3 movement point, infinite amount of turns. We have now learned that that is the most broken passive ability, and I must have it. I must procure it for myself. I am so sure that's not intended. Every fiber of my being yells that that's not supposed to work that way. On the plus side, we can defend this unit at the start of our turn. Not that. But now we don't anymore. Oh, now they're also... Infinite root, dude. Infinite root. Must be nice. Must be nice. Get shot. Wonderful. Hello. We can bribe them for 300. We can talk to them. Speak, Aspect, if you've come here to talk. Maybe you will distract me from my worries. In fact, since you've traveled far and wide, maybe you've seen my heir. We intended to propose an agreement of friendship. Friends, listen. Would you tell us of your troubles? It's foolish, but my offspring and heir has gone missing, which pains me. There was a fight at last moon's feast. Not unusual for Solaskip, but someone pop left the next day. If you want to be friends, Aspect, do this. Help me find my heir. We Solaks know how to hide and not be found. The only place we might risk visiting is a marketplace, seeking and sampling exotic goodies. Goodies does not seem like a word he would use. It would not be too much trouble for us to open a new trading post. Should implement that for a Dota hero? Listen. I grew up on Dota 1. Dirty, underground LAN party Dota 1. Okay? No. Thank you. There were multiple versions of Dota 1 that had a bug like that. We don't need more like that. Oh no. So we need to build a trading post? That's fine. We can do that. And then we don't have move. We do have move. Aha! Get sport. Cool. And you can actually remerge with that. So this is going to take a couple turns, unfortunately. Oh, it keeps... Oh. So the reason why our districts don't give us vision is because our corals do. Like, coral just gives us vision. That is... I love that. That's so very nice. Hero point available. Also nice. Let's go clicky the hero. Come on, dude. We just... Can camps at least, like, get temporarily pacified? Please? I'm gonna instant this. There we go. Taco! Thank you for the hydrate. Hold up, let me get that. Hi, Taco. Good morning. So. There it is. Hero level up. From the hero screen, select the skill tab in order to see the hero's advancement tree and upgrade options. I am already there. When a hero levels up, they earn hero points. These can be used to earn new skills or attributes. Notice that many skills increase as their associated attribute gets higher, so you can decide if you want your hero to learn a wide variety of skills, or get better at skills in a specific category, or a balance of both. Select a specific skill or attribute to consider spending your hero points on. Don't worry, you will have a chance to change it before you leave this screen. Validate... I don't know why that word like made my brain slow down. Validate spending your hero points by selecting the confirm button. So does this... No, I do not understand how this works yet. Okay, cool, never mind. Archer skill tree, hybrid skill tree, aspect skill tree. Oh. Oh, I hate this. Oh, this is Hold up. Let me get an understanding for this. And also let me like become small care real quick so you can all see this. Let me just like go over here real quick. We're just going to be tiny for just a second. So, instead of selecting specific... No, I can select specific thing. What? Oh, this is annoying. So I can learn specific skills, but I can also say, hey, I want to put a point into might, and then it lights up these two skills because might specifically influences these two. You also see the small symbol there. But there's like no rhyme or reason or order to this. It's all just like clusterfucky everywhere. Ugh. The visual of this I do not enjoy. This is confusing to say the least. So let's see what skills we have. Recovery shot. When using this active, restore health equal to 40% of the hero's max damage. We get to heal. Igor! You are the best duckling. Well done. Hello, Igor. Hope you're doing well. At 5 damage to non-hero ranged units of the army. What? Cool. Adds 1 extra damage chance per intuition. We have a lot of intuition skills, right? And one of them is terrain logistics. Yep. When gathering a curiosity, gain experience to all units of the army. Gain 2 extra experience per intuition. Second wind, when additional friendly, add 15% crit chance. When in battle, gain more XP. Cool. When defending, add 3 defense to all units of the army. Ooh. Okay. Gains 10% more experience to non-hero units of the army. Training everyone else. 10 max health to itself. 3 extra max health per resilience. This stat system feels like I don't like it. Not gonna lie. I kind of wish these didn't exist. And it was just skills and then levels for skills. Like, you know, the good old days. This is... I don't know. Let's go grab Guiding Light. Considering, but like we feel like a ranged army. If we're an army at all. And then... Okay, let's go just pick up Recovery Shot. We might as well, right? Especially at the end of a combat. Ego says, it's come to my attention that I hadn't attacked Care in a while, so it's time to tell Care that he's got a cool voice, excellent cadence. Do I? The streams are always enjoyable to tune in. The vibes are just right, unless I ruin them. And we appreciate the elbow grease you're putting in, Igor. Ah, you. Yesterday, I spent 2 hours on Discord making the fucking map for 40k this Saturday. Thank you, Alex, again, by the way, for helping. Considering my cadence is completely improvised, my voice breaks all the time, and I sound like shit the other time. I appreciate that. Thank you, Igor. Also, man, I've ruined the vibes on streams like enough that I can't believe that. I'm standing in my own way too much, which is something I'm working on, right? Improvement. Improvement is the only thing. Speaking of improvement. Lorg. There are many things to improve on, but every now and again it's important to realize that there's enough things that are going right. That's hard to realize. But enough things are going right. Thank you. There too to laugh about the misery of map creating. Yeah, but you laughed, Alex helped. You laughed, Alex meanwhile helped. I posted about it on socials. For anyone that doesn't read them, don't worry about it. When we do IRL 40k, I put a lot of effort into the IRL maps, right? Like we have a shit ton of terrain. I put like small shrubbery everywhere. I try to blend everything in with the map that we're using as an underlayer. Like sand, fucking small little like rocks and everything. We strew that everywhere just to have the map feel authentic, right? But on digital maps, that's really hard to do because it's really fiddly. You can't just like throw something somewhere. So I really like a lot of the IRL maps that we've made for the last 10 years. But my digital maps always felt a bit, I don't know. The one yesterday is jank as well, but I'm actually really proud of the one yesterday. I think the one we made yesterday that we're going to be playing on Saturday is really fucking cool. I think it's a really cool map. Is it balanced? Fuck no. Do we blatantly have terrain edit that disregards the rules of the game? Yes, but we're playing narrative, so that's okay. I've added jump pads. Come to my attention that I hadn't made fun of Care in a while, so it's time to take care that he's stinky. I shower regularly. There are many insults you can use. Stinky isn't one of them. At least not accurately. The cadence excellence I've checked with a metronome. Ooh. I mean, hold up. Like, I'm really bad at emulating it, but like... When we do the no. When we do the wake-up voice, like, directly just after getting up. No, I can't do it. This isn't even, like, close to where it's supposed to be. It just sounds awful. I can't do this manually. Like, I wish I had any level of voice control. I wish I had any level of voice control. I don't know why my uni had a metronome. We have so much random crap tucked away into the storage shelf. Oh no, our uni had like an entire fucking chemistry lab that wasn't anywhere on the records. By which I mean like an entire room that like 2 people had a key to. No one remembered it was there, and it just had like chemistry equipment. It wasn't used for illicit purposes, if that's what you're worrying about. But the chem students did find it eventually. They didn't do anything with it. No, they did something with it. They made moonshine. That was my second semester. They started making moonshine. Anyway. Sarah! Swimming in the pond in the rain isn't showering. But I'm swimming in the rain. Just swimming in the rain. What a glorious feeling. Why am I singing again? Good morning, Sarah. Well, now that everyone's tuned out, let's keep going, shall we? So, hero point available. Hero point available. Oh, one of them was from last turn. I just didn't allocate it last turn. Gotcha. The spores are being built. Do we know how often they send it? Oh, that might have been the army from the second Solosk thing. Might not have been... They might not be spawning that rapidly. That would be great. What kind of rain, though? The acidic kind. The good kind. I do like these little guys, by the way. They remind me of Ripper Swarms. Everything that reminds me of Ripper Swarms is good. You found some charts. Provide the following. On Envoy for 10 turns. Damage on Envoy for 10 turns plus... Oh, no, just damage on Envoy and then plus 2 movement. So these were like Giga charts. It's a shame that we have to go back and heal. Make this into a camp. It will keep the ability to generate coral. I love that. So now we have a camp. Attached to a city. Oh. Evolve into a city. This will cancel all your ongoing landscaping or structure. Cancel your army that transforms terrain. Okay. A camp is a precursor to a city or to territory attachment. An attachment is an action that can be performed on a camp to irreversibly couple it with a city in an adjacent territory. Attachments cost influence, and there is a cap on the number of territories to which any given city can be attached. This cap matches the level of the city's city hall. Attached camps are transformed into ministries. That's what a ministry is, okay? When a city attaches a camp in an adjacent territory, the camp becomes a ministry. The ministry acts as a smaller version of a city hall, permitting construction of foundries and districts to supplement yields of the growing city. So it's kind of like the way that cults worked, where you have like loci that suck the resources over to your main city. Fucking sick. So far, this is So far, this is exactly what I wanted out of EL2, by the way. I don't know whether this is coming through. I'm not, like, being too... Mostly because that's just not how I operate, but... This is, like... 1-to-1 what I wanted out of EL2. I'm not super on board with a lot of the UI yet. That's just unfamiliarity. And obviously, this is a preview build. But, man! This is cool. This is all one Terry. Yeah, that's all Canopus. So in other words, we want to take one of these, travel them out, and just like grow spores somewhere else. Cool. It's new and therefore scary. That is correct. The spore is planted. The first shoots of coral crack through the soil, healthy and radiant. A beautiful sight, I must say. One that makes old circuits hum. But no sign of disease? None. Relax, Plero. Our new variety appears to be immune, so far, to the blight. Soon the chorus will sing again. I'm happy to hear that, friend. But it troubles me that we are no closer to fathoming the cause of the blight. Someone didn't brush their teeth. Pile But Pretty gets 10 approval for 10 turns. The coral remains healthy. We must take advantage of this time, Plero, not waste its potential. Many things weigh upon us. Construction, defense, research. We are so weak. We're prepared towards alliances or impressed with might. Research other corals or... Research other corals? Oh, no. Stop that. Slow down, Plero. Breathe. Yes. Oh. Harmony and balance. Harmony and balance. Harmony and balance. Good. Ever since the chorus failed, I've been anxious. I never realized how much that constant roar soothed me. None of us did. And you weren't Nanpler or Gira, the innumerable, for nothing. Nobody could better decipher the chorus. Now one thing at a time. Built 3 foundations in the pile, but pretty. Gains as an envoy. I don't think we're going to be doing that for a while, right? Just finished eating my namesake and some blue coin chips plus queso. You finished eating an Inglorious? I'm head to a meeting regarding chemical inventory for Overtime Saturday. Fuck. Good luck, Taco. Stay strong, okay? Stay strong out there. Quest completed. Just gaining the and thus gaining the following rewards. 0. You gain nothing. Nothing. Whoop. And then they waddled over there. Waddle. We're still like not building fast, but we're getting somewhere. Communal habitation, spirited inhabitants. Okay. So the one thing that I need to kind of build early, normally I wouldn't, was it a merchant's house? Is that the quest we're on? Build 1 trading post. No, that's not the quest we're on. What the fuck is a trading post then? Ah. This is going to be a problem. Let's see whether we can get to research. There it is. Trading post. They were not the best, but they were delicious. Hey, Link, how you doing? Hey, Link. Are they sub-factions? Oh, like sub-parts? Merchant, levies, lookout tower, defended bridge, market bridge. Market bridge. Interesting. Oh. Captain crew, battle reflections, laboratoire. Is it a era 2 thing? It would be here, right? Athletics. Trading post. District _ tier 1 _ trading post missing description. Well, it's a tier 2 tech. So that quest isn't fucking happening anytime soon. Okay. That is not happening anytime soon. Didn't coral spores at one point say that they fuck with camps? Coral. That's in priority towards villages, non-aspect districts, but also towards shallow waters and lakes. It also automatically pacifies villages, so it needs to reach the village, and then it pacifies it. That's basically it. Right? On the trading post in the quest log? No, it does, but that tells me what a trading post is, not where I get it from. Which doesn't help. If I click it, no, nothing. It just tells me what it is. Okay, that means we can do other things now. We need a lot of influence, it turns out. Like, a lot of influence. Do I want to lean that way, or do we want to continue the, like, general growth productions? Interesting how this costs 41, but Foundation Steer costs like a shit ton more. Do not compute. Don't understand. I don't know why the costs are different there. That's beyond me so far. Grab this. We might not have to grab that at all because we're still busy building anyway. Are there... Look, there are adjacency bonuses. For each adjacent lake. You're not a lake, right? You're an ocean. Considering, at least strongly considering, you are coastal water, shallow water. That doth nothing. Influence if adjacent to district. Approval for each adjacent communal habitation. We want to build them in a block. Dust. Influence for each adjacent district. Fine, you go there. We've probably gone into like units. Once again, I'm super into Zephon at the moment. And the fact that Zephon's unit creator is separated from its builder, from its city building aspect, that you can queue all of this at the same time, is something that's still not quite registered with me. This also says that it has 74 out of 180 health. I don't quite know why. Not entirely sure as to the why of it all. But we can go explore. We do just flat out need more, right? We do flat out need more. Let's go. What are these bridges here? Farmers and tradesmen set up shop here to sell their wares to passers by. Is this a district? Oh, I can just hover this, right? These are districts, yes. These are bridges. And then Loka Tower is vision range on City Hall. Like, I'm not against that, but I think Coral provides us with vision, so I don't know. We might go into laboratoires instead. We know we'll have to get this technology specific to a faction. Oh, we get the additional protectorate slot early. Yeah, sure. Let me go grab that. Once the snakes are pacified, we want to do that anyway. We should have a look at that. Should absolutely have a look at... It's not in here. It's not in there. That's on the first monsoon. It is in here. Slot available. But we do not control the territory with that faction yet, because we only have an outpost here, not a city, nor is this attached, which means we can't do that. Gotcha. Is there anything we can do here? Landscaping, look at that. Scour. Raise the territory, making all tiles, including resource deposits, barren but seeding new deposits. Wait, what? Hold up, what? Raise this territory, making all tiles, including resource deposits, barren. but seeding new deposits. Do you get to re-roll an area? Is that what this is? Huh? What? No way. Rewild. Rejuvenate all tiles that can be improved, eliminating barren tiles and enhancing others. Cool. Distort. Create an anomaly in the... Oh, how cool is this? Yo! You can do so much cool shit now. And then foundations. We can't foundation because... Yeah, we can't foundation. There is some really nifty shit now. Man! That's exciting. Oh. Foundlings! They are hostile. And they have found me. No, I didn't. No. I don't want to attack them. I wanted to look at them. Oh, we're dead. Quick, scalper. Oopsie. Oopsie. We definitely need more military, but like I'm addicted to building buildings right now. Not finding the right... Oh, this is so fucking cool. This is gonna keep me up for a while. These, on the other hand, are growing much slower. Slower is the word. Slower is the word. Oh, that's because a camp might grow faster. Maybe that's why. Could we just attack these? You know what we could do instead? 300 dust is a fuckload. But I'd much rather not have these attack me. That counts as the quest. And it doesn't solve that problem either, because it doesn't do the entire faction. I see. And we are in combat. And then they died. The end? Oh? Question mark? Oh. Cult of the Sand Chambers. Outsider, you intrude on hallowed ground. Hallowed ground? I see only a scattering of rocks laced with dust. Shattered fragments of the Great One who raised us up from many drifts ago, long before even the inundation. Many Shapers believe they've been forever silenced. But not you? No, not me. All my brethren here, and suddenly who we talk to changes. All my brethren here. In this place we hear their whispers on the wind, weakened but not silenced. I'm Saika, and I demand you pay homage to... Inform? We do not share your beliefs, but we leave you to your observances in peace. A great shame. Maybe one day you will understand. Farewell, ward of the aspects. Is this the end of this matter? Not quite. Send word to the Sand Shapers. They will be grateful to know of this splinter party. I mean, that's a fuckload of resources that we'll happily just kind of take. Do we take this to make an outpost, or do we take this to... Good question. Let's attach this to the city. Boom. So now, we can take these Goroks. Cohabitate. That takes 5 influence per turn. And what do we get? Experience gained during battle per pacified village. That would be 3. Plus 30 experience on new units per pacified village under protectorate on city. I don't think I care about that too much. Honestly. Maybe we'll wait until the snakes. Has it meaningfully changed our population? No, it hasn't yet. Jason! How you doing? Hello. Man, this is cool. Oh, there's a coral. It's starting to spread. Onward. Flask of dust fire found. Let's see, what are you? You are a Flask of Dustfire. I'm not the biggest fan of having to click over and over. Heal the allied unit hits for 40 health. Don't consume the action of the hero, so it's healing. Additional healing. We also have a Scion's Charm. That's 1 determination. Now, the stat system, I don't know whether I like. I'm gonna be honest. The stat system, could take or leave that. But we can kind of see that we're like against the water here. That's wonderful. That means this is our entire region. This is probably just going to get attached to Canopus as well eventually. Eventually in the long run. And then this region is our first big expansion. Eventually, once again. Kensei! How's the game so far? This is fucking sick. Like, I'm really happy so far. I'm really happy. We can't pay these people. Maybe they have a quest that doesn't suck. Tell me, Aspects, do you fear the seas? We do. Any sane being on Sayada does. Even younglings know to stay away from the shore. We do not venture into the water, Solask. A strange question. Fear of the ocean has run wild. Gruesome tales put us all on edge, so some now refuse to approach the rivers. I cannot allow these terrors to overcome us, and you could help. Good relations with the Solasks are important, but not so much that we would do anything foolish, like taking to the seas. Wait, swimming just isn't a thing? Oh. Ask only that you set a good example for a settlement. Show them how an aspect masters dread of the waters. We have long known of a curious place, like an altar where honest souls seek mercy from the seas. But the location is lost to us. There must be signs that point the way in the wild lands. Would you help us seek the altar so we can send prayers to the deep? The aspects have no tale of the site. We will seek... Okay, this one's slightly messed up. Like, it's the other person talking. Collect 3 curiosities. Any 3. Unlocks field studies. Oh! And pacifies them. Okay, chat. We need loot. We require the loot. There is 1 the loot here. And then we have to go plunder. There's 1 the loot there. Okay, on we go. There isn't a turn timer to this. If you don't approach the water, how are you going to get the ducks? They're free after all. You can take them home. Just wait until they rest in the tall grass. They just want to chill. Once they're in the grass, they're just like entirely relaxed. Ooh.
Rain clouds darken the skies, Aspects, while rifts scar the lands. The balance between life and death is at stake.
What is that? I assume that's the first monsoon. Council seat unlocked. Council seat unlocked. A monsoon has come to Sayada. New dangers and rewards will appear during the monsoon. Note that temporary bridges may be destroyed. Plus 100% gains on battle spoils. -1 vision range. 20 health regen on units starting their turn in a non-allied territory. Oh, this is aggro moment. This is rip and tear time. Minor factions become enraged during the monsoon and will attack anyone nearby. Minus the pacified ones, right? Yeah. Curiosity collected. Council seat. Council. You can freely appoint, revoke, and move councils between seats. The council will be locked again at the end of the current turn. Select the seat to appoint a councillor from either your Empire's notables or your heroes. Okay, I don't know what these mean, but okay. Oh. Food on capital, influence on capital. Yep. And influence per camp on Empire, minus influence cost for assimilate, minus influence cost for cohabitation. Yep. Validate. You cannot appoint, revoke, or move councils for now. You can either wait for the next monsoon or pay with dust to unlock... Oh. You can pay with dust to do this. Very fucking cool. Oh! Who are you? We have an Imperial Pike with us now. Nifty. You. Go. Scalper. Actually, they probably shouldn't scalp her. What we should do is make another guy. That's what we should do. Let's go make another guy. It's a little one. Just an itty bitty little one. And then we'll like see whether we can deal with this. Up, I'm watching Titanic and it has me fucked up. What's gotten to you, J Money? What's gotten to you? You gay? Hey, Death Dealer. Darth told a Probovac, I have some. Council seat, monsoon. Yep, all of this is indeed happening. No, we'll send this guy over. He's already there. We might as well now. And then I'll turn this into an outpost relatively soon. The fact that they're in love and now Jack is gone and like, oh, J-Money. Oh, come here. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Remember, it's okay to feel things. You're totally fine. Everything's gonna be alright. Sometimes movies do that. Titanic doesn't do it to me personally. I get hung up about like too many like details of it all. But there are plenty of movies that do that to me. No shame in that. Why can I not just like move through there? Why does it have to be this complicated? Never done it to me before, that's why I'm confused. Sometimes how receptible we are to these things just changes with time, age, and like what we're currently going through. You have to take that into consideration as well. You're not always the same you. You're you, but you're not always the same you, right? Ego says, want to hear a fucked up thing about Titanic? Uh-oh. They failed to run damage control after the impact. Yeah, that's not the... Yeah, okay. But if they had, odds are good the ship would have either been able to stay afloat or at least stayed up for longer. Hindsight is many things in this case. Why does this have a VLC player icon next to it? It's under construction. Defensive stance bonus, lore description of defensive stance bonus. Very cool. Text screen. So we know we don't need to research... what was it we don't need to research? There was something we're getting for free that I forgot about already. I honestly forgot about. Let's go grab science. I really love lore description, yeah. Hey, Fire Chief. It's been proven that Titanic could have survived the hit had they taken the berg head-on. Ships of the day were designed to withstand impacts from the front. It's such a shame, right? That's what I mean by, like, the hindsight thing, right? We know that it wasn't a massively, like, it wasn't a massive construction error. It was, like, human error, right? And human error in the history of these stupid monkeys on this stupid planet have caused some of the most horrendous catastrophes. The attitude changed to indifferent. Your mom! How rude! How very rude! A more lighthearted fun fact, the Titanic only had 3 functioning smokestacks. The designer added a 4th one for decoration purposes because he thought it looked better. Rule of 3? Fuck that! Wonderful. Did it just... Oh, it just spawned new stuff. It also spawned new curiosities. Would you look at that? The reports you bring must be compared with our tales of the altar. Then we will find the way and offer prayers. The oceans demand our respect, not just fear. Boom! Baby! Make this into a camp. Beautiful. We're very slow and ponderous at the moment. We're very slow. We're not spreading fast. We're not expanding fast. It's turn 26 and I've achieved fuck all. That's why everything should be run by bunnies instead. I disagree violently. No captain would have ever tried to head on purpose. Because there are people stored, like, in the front, right? That's the problem. One of the safest ships on the seas, having its slit open sideways was a freak accident. The vast majority of collisions were either frontal or grounding, which the Titanic both would have easily survived. See? I mean, but it is the freak accidents that we remember, right? It is the out of the ordinary that sticks in our mind. It's the if you want to be negative about it, it's the freak occurrences, really, right? Like, you don't remember the millions of ships that sailed and were fine. You remember the one that, like, they made a movie about. They made more than one movie about more than one ship, by the way, but anyway. Like, how many other ships are there, like, around that time that collided with an iceberg that lived? And they were fine, right? It's the extraordinary that inspires stories. That's what it is. Fun Bermuda Triangle factoid here. Man. The Bermuda Triangle is... You know what? The Bermuda Triangle is kind of like quicksand. When I was a child, I thought both of these were a much bigger deal than they are. Like, man, that has got to be so freaky. Man, quicksand has got to be a real problem. And, like, it must be killing so many people all the time. But no. Like, neither of them do. But an exorbitant amount of media that I consumed as a child, like, featured these. Weird how movement is tracked in decimals. Quest completed. Curiosity. Protectorate. That we can... No, we do not actually, like, control that region yet. Skepticism, population available. However, we can now flourish in your city. Wait, what? Oh. You can improve some of your existing district by building a previous research improvement in the district. Most improvements if we build on a specific, you can highlight and no such thing. What do they mean by population available? What do you mean by this? 111. That I do not know yet. With all the times I was taught to stop, drop, and roll, I was led to believe that being on fire was a much more common issue than it is. I mean, admittedly, that one is a much more common issue than it is, right? It's also an intersection of a whole bunch of routes, so more ships were passing there. Oh no. The Californian rightfully got blamed. The ship was only 5 miles away when they hit the iceberg. Could have easily arrived in time. Reasons unknown chose to ignore the distress signal. Man. It's easier to float in quicksand than water, but that's much less dramatic for shows. Only one actual full-sized hull breach exists in it. Gotcha. Depends on how many kitchens you work in? Oh no. Oh no. I think Sarah should not be allowed to cook. So what do I do with this population available notice? That's the part I do not understand. What's this? Immunity. It's not because your body's almost synthetic that you don't have to manage your food. Placement deals plus 10 food. Plus 1 population, sort of population vocation. So that's one of the improvements. I don't know what they want to tell me about this. Like, is it just that we got a new population and that was it? Say bye to quicksand, it's corn that you'll sink and drown in. Dude, like, what, like, grain silos are a nightmare. As a child, the scariest thing were the grids at the birds park that stopped the deer from crossing. Slipping through these was hell. Wait, I don't even know what that means, Link. What? The grids at the bird park that stopped the deer from crossing. We grew up in the same country. It feels like we grew up in a different universe. Blade! We got 4X gameplay. Blade, we got preview access to Endless Legend 2. Like, out of nowhere. How you doing, Blade? Another topic among the US Navy, submarines are the only ship class still equipped with the deep fat fryers. because submarines have such high morale problems have been determined necessary to have. I can understand why submarines would have morale problems, right? Like, you're locked away in a fucking coffin underground, and there's no light, there is no real fresh air, you meet the same assholes every day. You are obviously part of a military structure, that means you are in a military structure, and there's only a very specific kind of person that enjoys being, like, locked in like that. It's just a not, like, humankind wasn't made to be in a submarine, mind you. Right? Here, nuke sub guys get crazy bonus pay. Yeah, to stop them being crazy, I reckon. Yeah. Karen's surprised. I am very surprised by this, Igor. Yes. The most American attempt at solving that problem. No, but I can totally see why they would go around solving that problem like that nonchalant. I can totally see why. Yeah, absolutely. Food has a gigantic... So, okay, quick HR talk. Quick HR talk. In my previous job, we had a large canteen that all of the employees got to eat at for lunch. Like, on campus, own kitchen staff, everything, right? And I want to say the food there was okay. It wasn't, like, amazing, but it was very okay. And at one point... it was debated that for cost reduction, because all the food there was subsidized as well, like the company paid like a large chunk so that it wouldn't go too expensive for employees. At one point it was debated that for cost reduction methods, that was to either, that the subsidies were either supposed to be removed or reduced, or that the entire thing was supposed to be shut down. We were in the middle of the city, there are plenty of places to eat, not a problem. And we had external people come in to, like, do a case analysis on this. And they determined that getting rid of the place and getting rid of, like, readily available food, okay food like that, was going to cost us, like, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7 times the amount than just paying for the fucking thing would have cost us. In lost productivity, employee, like, unhappiness, etc., etc. Food is a huge fucking motivating factor. Why do you think we train animals with it? Every bird park that is falconry or wolves also includes areas where deer get to walk freely, that you can watch or feed them. Instead of fences, they use floor grids that are spaced out and naturally scare the deer from walking over. If you have small feet like a young child and your foot can slip through and you get stuck. Oh, I see. It must be so nice where you grew up. That sounds idyllic. That sounds absolutely idyllic. They have to do, they also get crazy just in general. It should have been me. Blade, think about it like this. If you go, first of all, if you go submarine duty, that means you're no longer Air Force. Now you're with another branch. Second of all, if you're on deployment, we don't get to play card games together. That's the downside. Right now, we get to play card games and, like, do dumb shit. And we get to play Lancer this Sunday. Submarine? You don't get any of that. It was fun until you realize you're under a meter tall and a giant fucking eagle flies your way. Hug it! Hug it! No social contact would be rough, right? Lancer soon, I'm so hyped, dude. I come back and hear Lancer, should I get hyped? Are we streaming session 0? Blade? Are we streaming session 0? Or is that like an off-stream thing? I think we're streaming it. In that case, you should get hyped. This Sunday on twitch.tv/blade_hacksaw. Izzy, Chinks, Hannah, Jesse, and myself will get absolutely torn to shreds because none of us have ever played Lancer before. This Sunday. Yeah, I never announced this because I didn't think we'd be streaming Sesh 0. But yeah, no, absolutely. Cool. Cool. It's going to be really cool. If you want to be notified when we go live over there.
Sunday.
Yeah! Sam, thank you for the 19. If you want to get notified, you should follow Blade_Hacksaw. He's in chat right now. If you want to know a little Twitch hack, you can click his name and there's like a follow button there. And you should totally. A quick expectation setting. None of us have ever played Lancer. Blade is first time DMing Lancer. Not a first time DM, but first time DMing that system. And we're all like getting eased into it. We're doing like combat sims and like some setup. I can tell you that none other than Shinx herself has made a shit ton of character art. She's made art for her character, for Hannah, for mine. I don't know whether she's made art for the others. She might have. So we're like, this is gonna be sick. This is gonna be great, dude. And it's all happening on Blade_Hacksaw. In other words, follow this man. You should anyway. All right, so let's continue, shall we? Sam, thank you for the 19 once more. So even if no Sesh 0 stream, eventually Sesh 1 stream, I think we've decided that the overall thing is supposed to be streamed EUA, yeah. But apparently we're doing Sesh 0 too, so that's this Sunday. Blade, what's the time? Like, what time are we playing at? Because I forgot. And I'm not tapping into Discord right now. Still don't know what the population is supposed to mean, but be that as it may. Once we've gotten this attached, we can't attach this, right? We cannot attach this. Not for a while. But we want to eventually attach it. No, it wants me to do something. Oh, Idle City. That's what it wants. It wants me to build something. It wants me to not be stupid about this. What would we even want to build? We get another works going. We should. Let's get another works going. Normal KDM start time is what I'm remembering. Noon EST. So about 3 hours ago. That's not time convert on Twitch. No, unfortunately that doesn't work. But like about 3-ish hours ago, right? Normal KDM start time, which would be noon EST or 6 p.m. Is it normal KDM starting time? It's 6 p.m., right? It's like KDM is 5 p.m. So it's my normal stream start time. If you get confused with time zones just like me, don't worry about it. I'll be posting on my Discord when we go live with a link to Blade's channel as well. If somehow you're allergic to following cool people, you can just go through that too. And you won't miss out on it. Something Discord plug and all of that. Oh, my bot isn't dead. Never mind. I don't know what's happening. Like, a lot of systems don't work today. It's not the bot. It's something, though. Let's go gather these up. And then, together with them next turn, we can, like, start getting into this territory, start grabbing what's over there. We will have to fight for it. I know that. We'll have to fight for it. And I've wanted to send you down there just, like... There is loot down there, see? I knew it. There certainly isn't much waiting time in between army turns. Refreshing. A bit scared of getting ganged up on there. Give me that. We've got dust, 50 health, 2 movement. I don't know whether I'm a big fan of the format that's presented in. Oh, loot just continuously keeps spawning in this as well. Okay. This also doesn't auto-clear, I don't think. Here they come. Glorious, glorious combat. So, what are you people? Occultists. Whenever occultists are nearby, a faint putrid smell of brine, rotting kelp, and singed metal trails in their wake. They are... melee? They seem to be melee. This is gonna be fun. Let's do this manually. Yo, what if... Oh, they go first. Okay. So, do we also apply infinite lockdown? Yes! Yes, we do! Funny! So we also just infinitely pin them. There might be a mountain in the way. There is not a mountain in the way. Please shoot them. Ah, we do a lot of damage. Uh-huh. In fact, if we just do this, set to defense for harmonious tactics. Oh wait, no, shit. I forgot we get like super railed by that. Recovery shot. Do that there. Kill this off. We should have been here to begin with. I should have never moved in. That gives them cover here for the tree, but that's okay. Like, what are they gonna do? Hit me? What are they gonna do? Run away? Recovery shot does have cooldown now. What else do we have? Scope shot? And mantle of protection. No. Obviously, we don't have skill symbols right now. Shooter. No shooter. Ooh! Very cool. Should have probably done that first. They're going defensive, then moving. That's something that's not entirely like... I'm not entirely understanding yet. How all of that flows together. Harmonious. Oh, that doesn't work. Oops. Oops. We're taking that. High ground, you say? Is this just out? Already used this battle. These are once per battle. I see. They were once per battle heal. Okay, begone, foul demon. And science. Beautiful. And then we ask the question: how much money do I pay you to stop bothering me? Oh! Oh, cultists! Cultists? Why am I surprised? We now have cultists. That means we just need to deal with this now. You down there. Where was I sending you? Somewhere there. We should probably set one of them to auto-explore. How's the game so far? Aura! Good morning, Aura. Very, very interesting. I'm liking this a lot. I think what I've said previously is this is basically exactly what I wanted to see from Endless Legend 2. This is pretty much it. Oh yeah, the coral has now spread to this village. And it's on this village too. Oh, that is so fucking cool, dude. It's also spread everywhere here. Oh, man. This is so cool. I played Endless Legend 1, so what's new? So the combat system doesn't suck ass anymore. A couple of things. So the like settlement system and the like minor faction system will be familiar to you. And we're currently playing a faction. We're in a preview build. So for everyone that has come in later, we're playing a very set preview build. There's only 2 factions available. This is before early access. This is before everything. There are 2 factions available. The Ceridin, which are basically Volters from the description, humans. And also the aspects, which are coral robots. And what we do is we plant coral, which then automatically grows. It's kind of like Zerg creep. It just grows from our buildings. Like there it goes, there it goes. Here's more. There's some. And it pacifies villages, and it gives additional resource output. And it does, like, all of these cool things. And also, we want to stand in it to heal. And also, we can plant it kind of everywhere. We just put it there. Let's go talk with these and see what happens. But yeah, combat has an entire revamp. There is a system that we haven't seen yet called Tidefall, which I think is the biggest interesting thing that's happening. But we need to get there first. Visitors! Voluntarily. What a surprise. We're busy with the harvest, of course, but perhaps that's why fate has brought you here to join the festivities. I don't quite see what you're harvesting. Ours is a special harvest. Part of nature's grand cycle of life and rebirth. The foundling family takes flesh that is no longer needed and gives it a new home, a new purpose. If your family put all those knives away, we could speak more calmly. Is there a way to be friends without being part of your harvest? It's not our tradition. Well, as our family grows, future harvests must also grow. To fulfill the promises of our community, we must guarantee a sustainable crop. Those who have not been chosen to reap this year's harvest are understandably honored by the responsibility and excited to compete over bringing home the most stores. It would ease the tension if the first of the season's bounties could be gathered by outsiders. I ask you simply to harvest some of the wayward souls who prowl these lands. By harvest, you mean defeat them. They're Ujira, innumerable, of course. And do leave the bodies behind. Pacify the foundlings. Destroy wretched creatures. That took a while to realize what the quest actually is. Wretched creature! Let me go and fight you! Combat! So, the enemy is somewhere over there, right? Let's go put you up front, because I don't trust you. Put you there, put you guys there. To battle, there they are. So we have a mighty Imperial Pike. They still have Incapacitating Strike, which is still bugged. I always wanted to get into Endless Legend, but it came after my 4X obsession, got my fill from Civ 5 and Stellaris. Endless Legend is my favorite 4X of all time blade. It is my absolute favorite. If you want, we should play at one point. I've got all of the DLC if you want to fuck with it. If your host has it, you don't need to own it. We should totally. Okay, so if we get hit by one of these, we're fucked. If we get hit by one of these, we're absolutely fucked. Okay, I'm down. Oops. Unless, of course, we make getting hit by this part of our strategy. And then you'll scoot around next turn. Enter. This is my first dip into 4X and I haven't gotten to play it in forever. I fucking love that game, dude. So good. Okay. Let's see what we get to do about this. First of all, you don't get to actually participate in glorious combat. Neither do you. So you can defend. We have a passive that says when a friendly unit defends, everyone gets plus 10% damage. Then we start shooting. Because Slowed is bugged, Slowed lasts infinite amount of turns. So this unit can never move again. Blood Mending. Restores health equal to 35% of this unit's max damage to self and all adjacent. Oh my god! Wait, you're insane! Oh no! I misjudged you. Grossly. You're so good. That guy's holding. But see, he was holding and then he is still moving. Like, I don't quite understand how that works. You can never move, so do this. You're locked here. I've locked myself in, really. That's what I've done. Heal everyone. Armor Menden. Armor Menden. -1. We're incapped once more. Oh wait, hold up. Defense. And I love that healing effect. Speaking of I love that healing effect. Recovery shot. Get him. Turn. Welcome back, Taco. I get to be in charge of a lab's worth of chemicals Saturday. Oh no. This is where your villain arc actually finally begins. Never figured out combat in Endless Legend. I just usually went for all the other victories. The way that combat works is that you kind of just set rough goals for your units to do, and then they sort of auto it out, but like not in a satisfying way. Endless Legend is a wonderful game, the first one. The combat is the worst part of it. Like, the combat is unbearably bad. And it's not down to like the army management, like your war victory. That part's fine. It's the actual moment-to-moment combat that sucks balls. It's really bad. The one thing that I needed EL2 to do better is to actually revamp the combat. And we've seen Amplitude act with combat in interesting ways, right? Like, Endless Space 1 and 2 also have awful combat. Endless Legend, my favorite 4X of all time, has awful combat. Elf! Someone who doesn't have awful combat and doesn't have awful content in general. There she is! Hello, Elf. Thank you for the raid. How are you? Welcome on in. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you had a wonderful stream. What were you doing? In the meantime, we have been blessed. Someone decided that I was supposed to have access to the Endless Legend 2 preview build. I don't know why. I don't know why, but here I am. And we're playing the content creator preview build for upcoming Endless Legend 2, which is fucking sick. It's so good. Good, I'm good. Ripped in PoE. No. What got you? What got you? What got you? What did you in? I'm so sorry. Oh no, Aura, absolutely, absolutely. Like, no, I wouldn't mind whatsoever. I wouldn't mind whatsoever, Aura. I'm going to imagine she combated you and you speak from experience. I mean, yes, she did steamroll me in 40k. It's true. No bad combat at all. Boss drove me into a corner, fucked up my dodge. Oh, god damn it, collision, eh? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Missed the big Huntress drop. I haven't looked at, like, the new stuff at all. I played on launch. I didn't get, like, super attached to PoE 2. I need to wait for... Oh, were you on PoE 1 or PoE 2? I need to, like, get back into it, but I want to wait for, like, more stuff to be in. Yeah, PoE 2. Okay, gotcha. Feels like the end game needs to clean up a bit. It's really... The end game, like, the overall loop... I don't know, like, for me, PoE 2 so far has always felt like a lesser PoE 1. And that's, like, not what I want from a sequel, right? They're doing a big balance patch tonight, says Comet. Because things got sort of out of whack. Good on them for keeping up, right? Grinding Gears has certainly had, like, a lot of my support in the past. I mean, I played PoE 1 to death, right? So, I've heard many good things about PoE 2, but I don't have the spare budget for it. Like, contrary, I've only ever heard, like, people complain about it. It's not as bad as some people are making it out to be. Because it is a lesser dumbed down PoE experience. That means you can finally play it without sucking dick at it, Link. Woo! It's got a lot of stuff going for it, but it's early in its cycle. Yeah, some of us remember PoE 1 at launch, right? Yeah, what Elf is saying is entirely right. PoE 1 has more to do because it has more time to have them. Correct. Correct. PoE 2 is a very different approach to, like, the PoE 1 formula. And I don't quite know whether I like PoE 2's approach to the formula as much as I like PoE 1. But I don't think that makes it a lesser quality game. It obviously makes it a lesser grown game. The thing just barely came out, right? If you evaluate a toddler on its capacity to do advanced math, like, yeah, of course they're going to be bad at it. Like, eventually they might still be bad at it, but, like, give them a couple of years, right? Give them a couple of years. Patient gamers, no, just old, Naranja, just old. Literally can't without dodge roll and WASD. That shit is the best. WASD was eye-opening. I loved, like, the instant I could put in WASD, that's immediately what I did. I never liked mouse movement in any fucking hack and slash. Love WASD. The dodge roll and I were friends occasionally, not all the time, but the WASD movement I would not give away forever. Yep. Feels ancient mode. Understandable. Very understandable. Still haven't gone WSD. I'm stuck in my ways. Old man hacksaw. I hate mouse movement so much. It's very, like, the way that I look at it is very simple. You have to jump through so many hoops to make mouse movement enjoyable, right? Like, you have to have a button that forces you to stand still that you need to click. You have to have, like, at least one of your buttons needs to be probably empty and forced to move only, right? Like, none of that shit is necessary. Just WASD it. Let my monk leap slam not auto-track to targets and I'll be satisfied with their set. Just let me out. The auto-targeting should have, like, a toggle, right? I still play some ancient MMOs that use mouse movement. Yeah. Yeah. No. So. But, once again, Elf, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what we've got going here. For everyone that just came in, for all of the raiders, this is the preview build for Endless Legend 2, upcoming in early access soon-ish. Follow-up to Endless Legend 1. We are on a set preview build that lasts for 125 turns, that has 2 playable factions. We're playing Coral, or the Aspects, which are like coral robots. They're supposed to be more diplomatic. We're basically Zerg. We're Zerg, we grow coral instead of creep, and that coral spreads and makes, like, resources nice, and lets us heal, and lets allies heal, and, group hug. Grouphug.faction. Gonna dip for now, but good luck with Endless Legend 2. Thank you, El. Really appreciate it. Enjoy your food. Thank you for dropping in. So, I'm very grateful for your service in opening the harvest. A beautiful deed. And a beautiful way to offer new life to lost souls, joining our brothers and sisters in the Vitalis rite. They just had us kill people for their harvest. That sounds so wrong. Yes. But forgive me, you aren't interested in such things. Since we're now friends, I will respect your feelings and present you this token of profound esteem. And Alram Shakal's baton, a +3 determination. Eventually I'll learn what all of this does. It does give us, hold up, I'm still learning the UI, Stoic Statue. When equipped, adds 25% defense. And Ramalama Ding Dong's will consider itself as a ruin. What the fuck? I am a ruin, yes, like... that's true, but... My body is a machine that turned a promising youth into, like, this, but... Huh? The fuck does that mean? Pacifies the foundlings. That's why we came here. Wonderful, I suppose. We don't have movement anymore. So this is the current state of the map. Here is our starting city. Here's all of the coral that we're growing. It's just kind of like, we don't get to decide where it's spreading. It just spreads. There's a strand of it over here that's spread to this village. There's a strand of it over here that's spreading down there and down there. And it's very nice. Are those just humans in weird fits? Yeah, I think so. Oh, there we go. Foundlings. Like the Forsaken, the Foundlings are victims of the Withering, but unlike their distant brethren, the Foundlings found solace in the dark arts of necromancy. Now, seeking immortality by leveraging the power of ancient relics, they are a dangerous, hungry faction. I'm reading all the other factions. These once wild inhabitants of Sayada have accepted the bonds and benefits of cooperation. Never mind. These once wild inhabitants... Oh no, that's because they're a pacified village. No, never mind. How do I get to see... How do I get to see their description? How did I get to see it there? Didn't you zoom out a bit? I do not understand. These are also pacified. Which one's human server are you on again? 141, Nora. PvE EU 141. Zerg, where they incorporate everything by offering better healthcare and a living minimum wage instead of chewing them to bits. You want to play tonight, Aura? Why can I see it for them, but not for these guys? Maybe in there? No. Possessed with immense strength, Gorok citizens can be intimidating, but make good workers. Oh, that's it. Close this down, we don't need this anymore. We have our little robots down here. No, they came from there, didn't they? They came from there. Let's set these little guys to auto-explore, shall we? Auto-explore. And then we're gonna make our way over there. What is this? We have no idea what this is, right? Currently, there's water above it, but the coral seems to be really attracted to it. We can now attach... Oh no, we still can't attach this to a city because there is none ready. This city needs to grow up first. And for that, we need to enhance the city hall. How do we do that? We found in later technological eras, progressing in the trajectory for the opportunity to unlock them. Okay. So we need to do more research. That means the next building we're building is definitely research. We can also start... Let's go down here. And let's start putting another coral node down. This one's going... The entire area isn't all that hot, honestly. Let's just put the node down there. Next turn. We might skip this and we might put a city down here and just attach this. Yeah, that might honestly be it. I know there's a protectorate ready. We have another hero point. So, one more point invested and we get to go into the next area. Let's go more health, more experience, more defense to all units. More experience. These do not have multiple levels anymore, do they? They do not. U-scale, interestingly, 1 extra damage per intuition. One, with the hero's leadership skill. Oh no, recovery shot. Restores 4 extra health per determination. We could just grab a point of determination. That's something we value. 60%, you 5 extra per determination. Probably. Restore health, patched up active skill. You know what? Let's go grab a point of determination. And the next level up, we can get into these. We can get more healing. I do like the fact that we have active healing here. Quite a lot, in fact. I expect just Tyranids after eating one too many Tau. God damn it. Just to confirm, I found the correct server. If you give me like half an hour or something, Aura, I can go check and be sure about it. Right now, I would at best guess. And you know how my memory is. But I can definitely check after stream and tell you for certain. But I believe it was... Oh! Oh! Oh, there it is. There's the first Tidefall. Oh, fuck. The first Tidefall. That's a titanium deposit. There are just more Goroks down there. Okay. We have to go back. We have to go back, right? Let's send you. You make the thing. So, Tidefall is a new mechanic that happens occasionally. We're going to see 2 of them. We're going to see one now, and then we're going to see one at the end of the... At the end of playing. Where the waters recede and open up new land. So you get to like continuously have that exploration thing where you go like, oh, more explorer, more explorer. And it is my favorite. What is this? Splintered prison. A fortress. What? Reality itself groans and bends under the weight of the atrocities unleashed in this dark complex. Only those of sound body and mind should risk entering. Is this a dungeon? Is this incredibly cool? Yes. Is this a new faction? Oaklings. The bane of careless travelers, tribes of aggressive, dust-loving Oaklings can be found on every isle of Sayada, but the evil reputation masks a sad truth. In reality, they are but pitiful addicts. Is there naval stuff? We've had a conversation previously where they repeatedly said we wouldn't be so foolish as to go into the water, so there might not be. There might not be any naval stuff because, like, apparently the ocean's fucking scary. We haven't seen any embarking and disembarking. In fact, our coral stuff, if it's in shallow water, gives us a specific buff that allows us to, like, cross that water if it has coral in it. So, yeah, no, there might not be any naval stuff, which is an interesting theming. Can't pay them. I mean, I do want to do a dungeon. I do want to fuck with that. Clax discovered. A valuable resource. Clax has been discovered and is now available for extraction. That's Clax. Tidefall occurs. Minor factor discovered. Next turn. Rake on a ship in 2 if it hit wrong huge. No. That's Aeon Trespass. This joke goes out to everyone that has read Aeon Trespass. The rulebook, not the lore. Having a thought here, what if we went with symbiosis and psychic network communities instead of a hive mind? No, now you're confusing Zerg and Tyranid. I mean, still a hive mind, but like, Norns are... Hell, I wish we knew what Norns really were. I wish we knew. We do still have you. Did I not unlock this? I didn't. Then let's get community going for more growth. And then we don't have improvements to any of this. And then once we have science, we plunk down science there. Oh, it's wobbly. It's very wobbly. Still very wobbly. One thing it does want us to do, it does want us to grab foundations, right? So let's go grab some foundations real quick. I would like a foundation here because it's cheap. And also there because it's cheap. I feel a spark of hope, Plero. The chorus will be renewed. We've done well, but we're far from safe. Come. We should enjoy our victories, even if there are small ones. Several were inspired enough to offer themselves as fighters. Our forces are stronger than ever. We get an envoy. Since establishing new coral reefs, Plerodira had begun to look at the future. But the yields are unstable and the fields require constant care. Shadows still loom over the illuminated realm with worrying questions about the dieback and the chorus. Plerodira is anxious once more, seeking counsel. What is happening in this world, my friend? The dieback, our chorus, our harmony. Are we living on a doomed world? We're here to deal with the present, Plero, not predict the future. All I know is that we must persist no matter what this world throws at us. Well said. In fact, we must get to know this world better than we do or thought we did. Exactly. There are many lesser nations on these lands. It may be worth communicating with them and seeing what they may know. Pacify 2 villages by coral. Pacify 2 villages by coral specifically, eh? Okay. I mean... they're going to be doing that shortly, I reckon. Let's go run... God, they can run so far with coral there. Let's go. Go run these through there. You guys over here. Honestly? Honestly. 3 turns. Let's hope we don't get mugged by these things in the meantime. If all the water goes away, what happens to the duck ponds? Don't worry, they're inland. They're not subject to the foul tides. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's in the water. There we go. We finally have science. Minor faction discovered. What happened? What happened there? What the? What happened here? Why you pink? Why you pink? Oh, that's a combat zone. That's why you pink. Gotcha. Wait, is that us? Huh? That is us, but... one of our units is missing. Interesting. And we can't really get anywhere either. Ah. Ah. We can't deploy our entire unit here. Wait, what's that? The combat view is very, very confusing, I'll say. The combat view is what I would describe as, like, not all that good at the moment. There's a lot there that doesn't really do the thing yet. Like, do I have to discover my other archers? Or, like, what's going on? Let's run them through there. Defense. I'm very confused by this. Team Magma's done fucking about. Oh, they're finally doing something, eh? We might just get kited here. Like, really, really badly kited. Never mind. They might just get slaughtered here. Really badly slaughtered. And then we get to AoE heal here. Infantry line! Blood mending. And go. Whoop. Unfortunately, in forest. If I had my other archers, this would go better. Upper ground. Really? Do you? I mean, I guess if you insist. There's blood mending. And then we can perma-lock them in. Because they can't get away anymore. Aha! Pathetic. Creature. Beautiful. And... oh, they're shooting us down there, I see. What if we go here? Can we split turns like this? We can split turns like this, and that means we heal everyone again. Wonderful. Punch. Ichi! Ichi! How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? How is your day so far? Team Magma's plan at least gets you some more land to sell in some roundabout way, but making more ocean? Who does that benefit? I can tell you who. Porpoises. The purpose is porpoise. Evil, vile, repulsive porpoises. Sometimes you just have to come up with your own conspiracy theories. Not to, like, make the world a scarier place. No, because it's fun. Just because it's fun. There's so much shit down here, dude. And I believe we're one tech away. We are one tech away from next age. Shall we... let's go get scavenging. 12 turns. That's what we get for not having science. That's what we get for being dumb. Tactical cutie spotted right there. Right there. Hiding amongst you. You collected minor faction. Okay, cool. So we're still hoping that we don't get mugged here, but for some reason this now only takes one turn? I thought I had these fuckers built that. I'm so confused. I suppose. I'm still struggling with the UI a bit. Like, there's some clarity things, there's some things here and there, but it's mostly just being unfamiliar with it, right? Seth, you are the best duckling. Hello, Seth. How you doing? I would like to not get mugged by these bears. Is that an option? Wait, what the fuck? Move? Build temporary bridge. No, just move there. Oh, that's what the burger symbol means. It just means there's a context menu there once you get there. Okay, okay. Because this is a river and you can't really fuck with rivers normally, but because we have corals, we can. Ah. I get it, I get it, I get it. River cannot go through this tile, but because we have coral walk. Dude, this faction is really cool. Like, really cool. We even get to just, like, keep going? What? What do you mean we get to keep going? 50! 20 science. The protectorate stuff we'll get into. It's just I don't want to protectorate these. And once we do, it's kind of going to suck a little. We could also... Ooh, hold up a second. Once we have somewhere that we want to settle down here, we could make this a city. Like, this looks nice, right? We should do that. F-it! Thank you for the 10 bits! Or is awesome. Shame if pollution did something to it. Well, it would be a shame, right? Seems you played little part in Sayada's fate. Stop being mad at me for no reason, actually. Being very mean about this. Retreat. You guys. Oh, we're broke. Never mind, we're broke. I keep paying all these people to not fuck with me. That's fine. You wanna try a dungeon? I think we should. Reality itself groans and bends. Potential reward, 25 dust, gain a random equipment, and gain a random uncommon consumable. We can either plunder this. After defeating the army of the fortress, your empire will earn 600. Oh, fuck me. Or seize. After defeating the army, your empire will build a camp in a place of the fortress. We'll plunder it. So this is going to be... Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, we're in danger. Oh, we're in absolute danger. Stay here, hope they don't have range? Yes, yes, maybe? They do have birds. Hoppers. They are ranged, never mind. They do have a beard. We hold here, right? Okay. We cannot shoot the birds. Mighty Ranger. Doesn't have range. Very fun. And then we don't have range here to shoot. Crap. Oh boy. Yeah, these are just stronger than us. Here they come. Yo, cool attack animation from this guy. Very cool. We're gonna... Yeah, I know that's gonna fucking hurt. Get in there. Let's go recover. We probably shouldn't be shooting that tank like this. Already attacked. God. No, the birds are just getting us. No, that will be the end. So note that you, even with the in-cap strike, A bit of healing here. Oh, no. That's a left click to confirm instead of a right click. Scope shot. Ooh, boy. They're big. Yeah, they're really big. There goes my healer. We can't retreat here because we just died. Yeah, no, this is the end. This is it. We get to shoot the big guy. And then we get to in-cap this guy. And then we just die to bleed. Yeah. These are so cool. Oh, the birds have like no HP. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. We might not be dead. We might just be like bleeding. But the blood might still all be inside. We're reaching the turn limit, and I have no idea what happens then. We probably lose because we're the aggressor. We just lost all of our cool units, so... I don't know what they're doing. Draw. The battle ended in a draw. So we lost all of our shit. But we did level. We did, in fact, level. Firm. And now we don't have units anymore. Well, damn it. Well, damn it. This is so cool. What else do we have? We only have our little exploration guys, right? You there! Halt! Don't think you could sneak away. Show yourself! Why are you lurking around this rotting camp? Do you spy our soldiers? Speak! Or do you spy on our soldiers? I've got nothing to say, Aspect. Last time I checked, it's no business of yours where I go. Then you know nothing about the large cache of fine materials hidden under the spider-infested sleep roll. It must be free for the taking. Funny place to find such riches. Well, alright. My associates within the consortium and I may be, from time to time, storing deliveries here during transit. I was meant to pick up the shipment. Happy now. We can have 5 auric coral. You won't be welcome in the consortium now. We can unlock a notable, which is like a unit that we can put into things. Or we can forget about all of this for a price. Money! Maybe we should go talk to the Route Master. They'd be very interested to know that you share consortium operations with an Aspect. What a small token of my esteem change your mind. Yes, then we have a deal. Ah, bribery! So we've learned one important lesson. These things are really, really brutal, and you shouldn't take them like that. Like, at all. There is the upgrade here. We'll have to dedicate, like, some time to unit production now, which... obviously, unit production. But so be it. Curiosity collected. Let's leave this place of shame. I'm hoping this grows quickly enough to, like, eat this, and then it's fine. But I have no idea how coral really works in that regard. Speaking of no idea how coral works, we just got enough coral that we can start another coral hive here. Instead of a spore. Whoop. Over yonder. Science. Every point of science is so worthwhile right now. We have none. We're so bad at this. Speaking of we have none, let's go get some. Well, 1 science, please. Only going to take an eternity. That was a level 1 dungeon too. Yep. And so for 5 more turns, we won't be able to make any units. Oh, this is... I know I keep mentioning it, but this is why I like Zephon's system so much more, where unit production is on a separate production queue from a building production. I like that system so much more. The rest we just spend money to when it isn't available. What we don't have. I mean, yeah. Can we rush production? Is rushing production a thing? Yes. Totally. We're going to do that. We're fuck broke, which is never good, but this way at least we get to start making units anytime within this century. Which is better than nothing. We can also put you in. One of you is always going to be part of this. Over here, you're making... You're retreating. We really need better scouts that don't get caught by everything. But I don't know whether that's a thing. Look at you, little guys! Oneiroi. A subterranean, often hibernating race of demons, the Oneiroi make vicious enemies. Provided they're seen before they attack. Legend has it that dreamscapes are suffused with a dark presence. Is the dark presence what allows them to clip through the ground? Cohabitation effects. +1 capture point per pacified villages on a protectorate and empire. I don't know what that means. 2 minimal damage per pacified village on a protectorate on ranged combat units. Oh god, we need these. Yep, okay. Okay, we need those. You go rest here for a bit. Military is such an afterthought for me until I'm attacked, and then it's my only thought. Yeah. Yeah, but like for exploration and for like the general expanding, you do need some level of expeditionary force, right? It's tough to prioritize military over developing your infrastructure. Always feels wrong. It really does. Like I said, Zephon has this where it's completely separate, where like your buildings, your military buildings produce points that specifically make units in them, and your main construction yard only produces production for buildings. So you can have like that spread, and I just grew to appreciate that so much. The fact that we don't have this here, it's like, okay, I need more production. I'll need to get used to it, obviously. That's just it. Good news, Plero. We've made significant inroads with the Sayadans, who aren't our major rivals. In time, all beings on Sayada will understand that they, too, are part of a harmony. There's other news. Plerojira. I'll let, Leo Grim... Oh, god damn it, everyone has a name. Leo Grammel explain. The old-timer insists you hear this from him. What does my master statesman want to tell me? To keep your wits about you, my lord. During the recent missions, we came across... How do I explain this? An aspect wandering the uncharted lands. After the storms and the dieback and the starfall. Hardly surprising that some wander lost or in doubt. I would agree, except that this aspect, Xenos, oh no, is not in the chorus. We found them with our eyes, not our minds, my lord. How could this be? One of our number cut off from the chorus. Another clan, then. A different chorus. I must speak with them. Of course, my lord. Be aware, though. Xenos remembers nothing except their name. They could be dangerous. I'll have the guards bring them. Thank you, my lord. Oh, thank you, my lord. I dare to ask to see you, though you do not know me, nor I you. You're welcoming to the harmony, though I confess this is hard to process, to digest. You stand here, yet not a whisper of your thought echoes in the chorus. Who are you, Xenos? Like, it keeps switching the profile pictures, even though, like, it's the same person talking. So, like, these are completely distinct now. You start with the most difficult question. Sneezes! I do not know who I am. I have only flashes of memory. Of noise and flame, stars exploding, screams in the chorus. But nothing is clear or substantial. I need help, my lord, to understand who I am and what happened. Okay, explore 20% of Sayada. We've got 18% explored already. We can provoke, or we can excavate. Build 2 laboratories. Let's go with the exploration idea. We will build a laboratory right now, but... Oh, well, we just have built one. So that means we would have to build 3. Let us send you out into the field in the care of our troops. You will see new sights and perhaps an old one that will trigger a memory. I've tried this, but alone, and therefore I moved slowly. Perhaps with your escorts, I can move further, see more. Are you a unit? You are not a unit. That is a shame. What a shame. Maddie! Hello, Maddie. Like, we need to be careful not to get eaten by Oneira. And the idiot... Okay, auto-explore is just not... Like, no. Auto-explore is just no. This here now evolves into a camp. And then... Here's our next city. That might have been a bit preemptive. That might have been a bit too quick. Oh god. We have nothing. Oh god. 22 turns. Oh lord. Yeah, we will buy this out before anything else happens. This is what happens when there's no production around you. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. The years of toil are unlocked, offering new technologies to research and new era effects. We have made it to Era 2. Very late, but we have made it. The years of toil. Look at all of this. There is another... Force a treaty. So we can just grab factions now. We don't want it, like, we want to do this via Coral, right? Luxury quarries, athletics, collective will. This is like a lot of happiness stuff, right? Sanctity of nature. Science. Are these are improvements is what they are. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Over there we've got a resistor. A stinger. They're all range. A surveyor. That one isn't. And a crawler. Cool. Over here, champion of our times. Choose a new hero from among the population of your empire. Temp description should be handled by effect mapper. I mean, of course. Of course it should. That makes perfect sense. You know, having a city with no production trying to make a single building. Exactly. A planned generation's in the making. Unfortunately, we didn't think about it. 1 unit slot available for each army. Is this just an automatic effect once we reach that year? Yes, yes it is. Okay. And then... Wild. You know what I want? What I really, really want? I'll tell you what I want, what I really want. I would like traders' trails. I would like roads. Especially because we now actually do have a secondary city. Once this levels up. Ooh, what is it we need in order to improve this? Would you fucking look at that? Collective will. So... No? Yes. So we need collective will. We make this a sanctity of nature. That levels it up, and then we get to annex another province. Cool. So that's our next research after that. That is our research after that. We can tell the next season is anywhere between turn 67 and 87. Anywhere in there. Although that's the amount of turns until the next monsoon. And then after the monsoon falls, there is the next tidefall event. Water disappears at the end of the monsoon and lets appear new territories. Something big wishes to escape its prison. What? Oh. I thought it was getting murdered. Something big wishes to escape its prison. What do you mean by that? Specifically. Be afraid, be very afraid. Next turn we can buy this out. Alright. Twitch chart. I am really excited for Endless Legend 2. Like, after seeing this, I am way more excited than I was before. Obviously, I already had reached a certain amount of EL2. I'm so glad. I'm so fucking glad we have a proper combat system now. Beautiful. Sorry, kind of lost for words because I didn't expect to be playing EL2 today, like at all. I didn't expect it to be like this cool either. This is sick. That means I was gonna pick up EL2 anyway, but that makes me a lot more confident in picking it up. That makes me a lot more confident, mind you. Just as a reminder, once again, what we saw today is an absolute preview build. This is not anywhere close to early access yet. I have no idea when that will happen. I have no idea when early access is. This is not it. So, like, we come across like a couple of really unpolished things. Once we get to early access, there will already have been improvements. And then during early access, obviously, Amplitude is one of those studios that I'm pretty confident in when they put out an EA, mostly because they have had a track record with putting out early access titles that eventually become full games. Think of what you want of Endless Space. But I am excited to see Amplitude minus Sega. Like, I'm excited to see Amplitude minus Sega once more. So, fuck yeah. Thanks for putting me on this list. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I really, really, really appreciate it. There is a chance. I don't want to commit to this yet, chat. I don't want to commit to this yet. There is a chance that we're playing more tomorrow. There is a world where we do that tomorrow, but I really want to finish or continue Dark Deity. Dark Deity 2 is fantastic so far. I'll decide over a glass of wine. And then tomorrow we'll see. We're either going to be doing more EL2, but I kind of feel like it, or we're gonna continue Dark Deity 2. You on the at least one wish list. I'm glad you found something you enjoy. That's my primary thing. They're not paying me for shit, so like luckily I don't need to sell this game to you. Luckily I'm not in a position where I have to do this. I can tell you, they gave me access, nifty. No one told me what to do with it, so. But I'm glad. I'm glad every time I get to play something, then people go like, "Hey, this looks like something that I'll enjoy." That's really what this is for me. What kind of wine? Red. Like I'm a red wine kind of person. Magnus, you are the best duckling. Well sniped at the end. You told me combat is better, right? Very much so. Very much so. Where we going? You know who I never get to raid? I never get to raid Zoe. And today I get to raid Zoe. I've decided. If Twitch lets me. Twitch, behave, please. Zoop. We do not go into the waters. That's the raid message. Kensei, thank you. Today's raid message brought to you by Kensei. Everyone, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate you hanging out. Really appreciate you coming over. That was a very first look. You know what? Fuck it. We're committing to it. Tomorrow, more Enter Legend 2. That was a very first look preview at EL2. I am beyond excited after what I saw today. More polish needed, but damn, the ideas are good. Also, painting map in Coral is very funny. Until then, everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your day, or night, or evening, whatever it is, wherever you currently are. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. CEST. We'll be here once more. And then on Saturday, we've got a live 40k match for anyone that wants to see. Firin and I are going to be playing. Firin is going to be playing Death Guard. I am either going to be playing Chaos Demons, specifically Be'lakor, or maybe Emperor's Children. One of the two. I don't know yet. That's on Saturday. But until then, good night, everyone. Bye-bye.